like that one time. Been this for a right. And now I be say I like to you make me know I when you roll that boom see that I like to see the way you're walking up your waistline like it's calling me. So just rock back, baby, push it back on me. Let me jam it to the bone like a full line energy. I like to shake it. The way you move it, you make me know I like when you close it. The way you move it, you make me know I she went to the line, and she out my mind, so she I see she jump over the fence, I want to jump over the crazy things you do. Caught up in your amazing. Now I only want you. That's why it's my time. Girl, walk that place, it's my time. I walk it up, girl, it's my time. I walk that day and night time. Now we on the road like pipeline. Girl, walk on, have a nice time. Like you have a nice time. Just do it, girl, like why you in charge of my time. But I want to ride, say I'm coming to you. Take you out from up, now you're in charge of my time. But I want to ride, I'm coming to you. Take you. One extra is never enough. We need 25 days. We party inside out, all we on top. All this little way, then we lost it and chat it. Oh, we 25 years, and we retire. She come from Africa, me and she grow up in the morning. She's from She love it so much. Boyfriend left and gone. She had the young afro. She hold it with a tight grip. Pull it close real quick. She starts to call it. Then she put it on, she left. I'm alright on the stairs and she walks. I swear. She whining on me and me. I swear. While I come out the house, I
And for me both right. They don't want me my time, but I know I got me it. Because I'm walking out so it's okay. Meet me on the road, meet me on the road. I tell you it's all, I'm walking out so it's okay. Meet me on the road, meet me on the road. I'm calling it, this is too much vitamins. Me not gonna tell me this, promise me only medicine. So tell me not to call it, this is too much vitamins. Me not gonna tell me this, promise me only medicine. So what you want me drinking all day, plenty vibes on the road. But I'm gonna say it's okay, we're drinking. Midnight, drink with the only kind of life. Tell me what's my life. We're drinking. Me girl go on like say that well, and that she a real fool. All the things you say, they're not my real life. I see how they real life. Can't find me. I gotta go. Really I have to be more. I have to get I want to big people party, make music take your party. I want to jump up all day, all day, all day. I want big people party, and they got from beside me. I want to jump up all day, all day, all day. I'm real high, I'm real high. That's not good, that's not good. I'm real high, I'm real high. That's not good, that's not good. So everybody know where we are. Like a machine, like a you. Fresh on your feet, like a mountain. To the toilet street, and not it. We can survive, oh Lord, let's give it free. Oh no, reach on the field, reach on the field. But for the Lord, reach on the field, reach on the field. Just one more time. Come on, just
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Social Team, we would like to welcome you on board Flight 1069. Mission Vincent and Readiness Carnival. Soca aviation regulations require that flight with Soca Team for the duration of this flight.
They done as a boy Casper G on Flight 169. Boom, Soca Team. Don't play with it.
And the show Dicey call, Flight 169, Boom Soca Team, Destination Christmas. Hey, tell them chemistry, let me the gas mask.
Once again, welcome on board and enjoy Flight 1069 with the Boom Soca Team.
The whole place full up of vibes, dance fun up, party turn over, cups up, and we not leaving this party sober. Call your friends, tell them come over. I say we having a time, yeah. All I need is my good friends and good vibes. All I need is my good friends and good vibes. And I will spend till morning, and I will till morning, and I will have them calling. I let me do it again till the sun come up. I let me do it again till the sun come up. My name is on the guest list. It's VIP tonight. The champagne bottles popping. I'm celebrating life. Looks up, and we not leaving this party sober. Call your friends, tell them come over. I say we having a time, yeah. All I need is my good friends and good vibes. All I need is my good friends and good vibes. And I will set till morning, and I will jump till morning, and I will have them calling. And let me do it again till the sun come up. And let me do it again till the sun come up. It's only good vibes, yeah. It's only good vibes, yeah. Put on your dancing shoes tonight, cause we gon' set this place on fire. The whole place full up of vibes, dance fun up, party turn over, cups up, and we not leaving this party sober. Call your friends, tell them come over. I say we having a time, yeah. All I need is my good friends and good vibes. All I need is my good friends and good vibes. And I will spend till morning, and I will jump till morning, and I will have them calling. And let me do it again till the sun come up. And let me do it again till the sun come up. It's only good vibes. It's only good vibes. Yeah.
This is like 1069. Destination Vincy Mouse with the Boom Soca team.
Welcome aboard. Those of you just coming through, good morning to you. Destination Vincy Mouse 2022.
That's
and if tracks like that, all I need from Hans John is what we have coming up this year. Oh my gosh. I'm looking for Scorpion. He's really, his track is...
Scorpion,
Listen.
Punk.
Yeah, they came out with some good songs this year, for real. It has a real old school something to it. But I love it.
You know about Aziman?
Who?
You heard about Aziman Review? He's like a comedian on social media. You ever heard?
It sounds familiar.
Okay.
What does he do? Like,
No.
he talks smack while he
things. It's an Australian guy that reviews things.
That's what I'm saying.
You
While
know,
he's playing it.
destination.
Okay. Real quick, let me just drop in this one. I find it real, and I miss doing my wedding unbelievable fast.
Well, you can do it now.
Drop this in real quick, huh?
Do it, thing.
There's the world's quietest room. It's actually 9 decibels, and it's quiet enough for you to hear your blood flowing.
That's good.
And I thought that was so amazing. And that's not all, though. The silence is so maddening, it can cause hallucinations. And the longest anyone has ever been able to bear the room was 45 minutes. It's that maddening.
Sounds good.
Could you imagine going into a room and being there, and within a minute you can hear the sound of your blood flowing?
That's good stuff. I would relish in that. I'm telling you. I'm saying,
you think so?
I would relish in that.
I like my quiet time, but I don't want to. That's not what I want to hear. But
you don't want to hear your blood gushing and
one time only. After that, especially if you hear a pause somewhere that indicates a clot somewhere.
You see what I mean? That's because you're just stressing. You just keep stressing. I leave my cup all over the place.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my God, advertising for Grace. No, I just had it in camera review. Hey, let me say hi to the folks at Island Sips. You got your Plum Rose sparkling water. You can grab a bottle of the new Island Sips sparkling Plum Rose water. Taste the Plum Rose. Taste it. Taste the plum. Shady, I like that. Taste the Plum Rose. We can make that your slogan. Taste the Plum Rose. Oh gosh, hey. Caribbean fruit flavor, refreshing goodness beyond water. Island Sips Plum Rose sparkling water. Just ask for it at your favorite supermarket, restaurant, or neighborhood grocery store. Island Sips Plum Rose sparkling water beyond water.
Beyond.
It tastes real good.
Listen to this, right? Today, a woman knocked on my door and asked for a small donation towards a local swimming pool. I gave her a glass of water.
Oh.
Anyway, I don't want to become that dry humor person like Mario. So, guys, don't forget to like, follow, and share on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SPG1069. Also, link us live in the studio.
Yeah. Everybody but Bert. Bert, I don't like the comments you're throwing out on Facebook. We should say hi to the Facebook people.
You can't say that.
I could say that.
I don't care what kind of comment Bert drops. Like him coming through his comments, they always make the moment at that point in time. I don't know. So, well, big up all you guys coming through on Facebook. Good morning to you, Winston. We got Preston Johnson. Let me see who else. Workman,
yes. Workman.
Zeev Wilson or Petfinsky. Yes. Good morning to you. Good morning,
Imran Gloucester.
Joshua. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning to Imran as well. Imran on the live,
Morning, Imran.
Pardon the numbers. I like that shit.
All right, y'all. We can't forget the people on WhatsApp. Good morning.
Yeah,
good morning.
yeah,
Remember to get your comments in on WhatsApp. It's 455-1069. Send in your voice note. We do appreciate it. Just link up with us. All right. Stay interactive throughout the morning. We got good vibes for you. Yes. All right. So what are we talking about this morning real quick?
Well, real things, I know that when I used to back in the day before, there was phone and all kind of stuff to take notes on. I remember doing tests and thinking I smart and writing timetables and thing in my hand.
Oh, you were one of those.
I used to try a real thing. But apparently the days of that ain't done because the police sergeant scolded for reading evidence from his palm during trial. Now, this is something that happened in SVG.
You don't even know That is crazy.
Oh,
When I saw
God.
that story, I was blown away.
It's a long one, huh? It's a long one, so you got to bear with us. But let's get let's get to this. This is
It
coming
seemed
from.
real funny now, but and he did it. He didn't do it at work, you know,
Oh,
where
gosh.
he said, "Well, we
Hey.
had this going on," and
Nah,
Sarge,
nah,
he didn't, it
no,
was in
no.
court.
Listen, man. A sergeant who began his testimony in a trial by declaring he's been a police officer for almost 24 years. Like, come on.
And you're still writing notes in there.
Was shortly thereafter told that he had disappointed the court by secretly reading evidence from his palm.
Listen, he disappointed more than the court. I think the whole police force is embarrassed, and they're gonna be made a mockery of even more. Come on.
Gosh. The magistrate, who was it? Pronounce that. Zeola Ellis Brown?
I'm getting
Yeah.
work of it.
Zoila?
Get this.
Okay. And the magistrate Ellis Brown told Sergeant 163 Disraeli Lett at the Caliacqua Magistrates Court on Tuesday during the trial of a former police officer accused of stealing guns and ammunition from the Georgetown police station last year that this is not professional and I am very disappointed. She ordered Lett to remove the information from his palm and continue his evidence. However, the defense counsel, Grant Connell, pleaded with the court not to allow Lett continue to give evidence. Any lawyer worth his salt would do that.
Definitely. You can't encourage those things. You cannot encourage those things. I don't know. He must have been
really
having
good.
an off day. And this is where it starts. When you let go of the small things.
Really?
Yeah. I'm telling you, when
My
you,
boom staff's in this, huh? Say it again. Champion it, Jill. Champion it.
bad idea. Bad idea. No, I'm telling you, when you let the small things slide, that's your mistake. You got to pull it up one time because other people are going to start doing it. People are going to think it's okay to write it on a scrap of paper. If it's not your hand, probably lift up, have the hat in the hand and reading the evidence of. It seems funny, but what does this say? What does it say of our state of affairs at this point in time?
Listen.
What was going on when recruitment was done? And remember what somebody said on the live yesterday? Somebody said that the police, I think it was yesterday, right? Yesterday. The SVG police force is a joke.
Well, listen, it's a comedy show.
I'm embarrassed on behalf of all Vincentians.
Oh gosh, Colonel Rose says, Your Honor, it's very disturbing with 24 years experience that I would have to make this submission, and I will ask that you make your own decision. The lawyer asked that he be allowed to see Lett's palm. He said, My hands are clean, Your Honor, and I will ask the Honorable Court to dispatch this witness. He is reading from his palm, Connell said.
I don't. Let us know what you think about all this, because I don't know what else to say.
I don't even know how to respond to that. That's the kind of thing that you'd see on a movie. That sounds like a parody or something. Like, what's going on here?
Craziness, I'm telling you. And people are already commenting
for me, right?
about how that's probably why you can't get crime solved and all those things.
So when's the time enough for police to get away from this old time way of giving evidence? Like that. That's not. Was that ever a way to give evidence?
I don't think so. I doubt it.
Wow.
I really doubt it, but I don't even know what to say. Guys, get your stop laughing, Marcus. Stop laughing.
Oh gosh.
Get your comments in and let us know what you think about this one.
Hey, Jay, what going on with you there,
She's
Jill?
looking for something and it's not open.
Jill just decided to just play her own thing, Jill, turn on the
Forgive
volume.
me. I'm actually looking for something that
Oh god.
that I have to read real quick.
Someone says what a country stricken with extreme poverty. I can't read that from here. Jill, you're gonna have to read that comment on Facebook. You know, looking.
No, I don't have this story. I sent it to you. I don't know why I can't find it.
Which story are you talking about?
Very
Oh, the same
troubling.
one. The same
Yes.
with the.
It's very troubling.
Oh gosh, I can't get to that comment because Jill is not going to allow me to read it. So that's all right. So we want to hear from you. 451-1069. That's the number to call in, and of course 455-1069. You can give us a holler and let us know. Let us know what you think.
We actually we got a public service announcement.
Okay.
Though real quick, let me just drop it in. The National Park, Rivers and Beaches Authority wishes to notify the general public that the St. Vincent Botanical Gardens will be temporarily closed to the public tomorrow, Thursday, May 19th, from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. The half-day closure of the site is to accommodate the visit of the President of the Republic of India, His Excellency, the Honorable Sri Ram Nath Kovind. I hope I got that right. If not, I'm going to just look up the pronunciation. The site will be reopened to the public at 1 p.m. The authority apologizes for any inconvenience caused and looks forward to the cooperation of the general public. I actually thought there was going to be some sort of upgrade, honestly. Yeah. So we are going to take a quick commercial pause, but reminding you real quick of the 20th anniversary of Bomani's musical career. If you're listening, I'm a huge fan. Celebrate 20 years of Raga Soca in fine style with the Saga Boy Bomani at the Sunset Shores Beach Hotel on Saturday, May 28th. They're going to be having guest appearances by Luta, Fire Empress, Mozart, Chanel McKenzie, Johnny Rebel, Keto, and more. And they're going to be backed by the band High Profile and Musical Ensemble. Event packages, dinner, show, and dance, VIP tickets, $200. Semi-inclusive VIP, $150. General entry ticket, $60. Ticket outlets, Korea City Store, Schmood Juice Bar, and Cell World. This event is sponsored by Bank of SVG, National Properties, CDC, Sunset Shores Beach Hotel, SVG Tourism Authority, ECGC, Standard Shippers, Geku Careers, Hazel's Careers Distribution Limited, Building and Loan, and Boom 1069.
Saturday, May 28th, join the celebration at Grateful Bomani. 20 years of Raga and Soca. Make your way to the Sunset Shores Beach Hotel for a night of live performances from Bomani and special guests Luta, Fire Empress, Mozart, Keto, Chanel McKenzie, Johnny Rebel, and more. All backed by the High Profile Band and the musical ensemble. So come out and celebrate at Grateful Bomani. 20 years of Raga and Soca. Saturday, May 28th at Sunset Shores Beach Hotel.
Isn't it good to know that no matter where you are, you're covered? Isn't it good to know that no matter where you are, you're covered? Covered by a company owned by Vincentians that understands your unique insurance needs. At Metrosint General Insurance Company, we've invested 50 years of service to guarantee that you have the peace of mind that you deserve. When it comes to motor vehicle, property, employer's liability, business insurance, and much more, we've got you covered. Our professional and friendly staff understands your needs and ensures you understand your options. Metrosint General Insurance Company.
Protect the children. Yeah. Don't be afraid to speak out. Teach the kids their rights. Physical and sexual abuse must stop. Join me in this fight now. I want you to see suspect say among friends and families. See suspect say in the schools and communities.
The District Stairs is offering an Easter special designed to floor you. 10% off laminate, vinyl, hardwood, tiles, you name it. We've got you covered if you're looking for durability, versatility, and an array of colors, shapes, and sizes. We offer customized services from start to finish. WhatsApp District Stairs at 1289-200-7649 or check out districtstairs.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for special promotions. Free shipping to SVG for April. And medical supplies at affordable prices. Located on Egmont Street opposite Home Collection. We're open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pharmacy Plus for Supreme Care and more.
Be a glam mom this month with the best names in designer eyewear from Quartz Optical. Get 30% off frames and lenses for her and 60% off sunglasses all month long. Make a statement with Michael Kors, Kate Spade, Ralph Lauren, and more for less. Plus, with Ready Finance, pay nothing for 30 days. Book your free eye examination appointment online today at www.quartzoptical.com. Don't miss this opportunity to glam out this Mother's Day only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Conditions apply. See online and in store for details.
Higher education is a must for your future. UE Open Campus is in touch. No more than ever. We offer programs of quality, affordability, online, on-site, on demand. From undergraduate to PhD. Fulfill your dreams, acquire your degree. At Open Campus, come in and see us. At UE Open Campus, your success is a must.
Apply today. Visit our website at www.open.uwi.edu. You can call us at 456-1183.
Hello! Well, they done as your boy Casper G on flight 1069. Boom, soca team. Don't play with it.
Can't make it feel in my feelings. Feel in my feelings. Feel in my feelings. Oh, yeah. First time you gave me a jam was so nice. And the way you put it on me felt so right. I tried to lock you down, but you found another guy. And now I'm feeling salty. Cause the way you roll those hips, girl, you're so damn fine. Oh, the way you whine and dip, it was so divine. Looking good right in your lip, girl, you blow my mind. I should have told you the first time. Yeah, people know you whine on me. I am a feelings man. That's sexy when you put on me. I am a feelings man. Yeah, people know you whine on me. I am a feelings man. That's sexy when you rest on me. I am a feelings man. Gotta have me up in my feelings. Boy. Gotta have me up in my feelings. You want me again? What's trouble in town? Everybody quarreling. Which band is the best band? That's a new topic that's trending. My band is the best band. All the hot girls registering. Well, I have been a fan. My designers come from foreign. Which band are the best band? Traditional, modern. Food and liquor garden. Make it free up yourself. Take a jump on someone. Which band are the best band? Traditional, modern. Garden, liquor garden. It's big confusion. When them mass debating, yes, them mass debating over Vinci Mass, them mass debating, yes, them mass debating over Vinci Mass. If you want to have a time on the road and wash out the place, take a jump in a my band. If you want wine and a pump on the grind, take a jump in a my band. If you want pretty costume, take out alone, take a jump in a my band. If you want flex with celebrities and feel like we take a jump in a my band. Them rich on the road now, never come play song. My band on the road not long. We are the heaviest song. When my band touch down, girl I went to the ground. We are the best band around. Other band them a clown. Which band are the best band? Traditional, modern. Food and liquor garden. Make it free up yourself, take a jump on someone. Which one are the best one? Traditional modern. Can't lick a carrot. It's bare confusion. When them mass debating, yes, them mass debating over Vinci mass, them mass debating, yes, them mass debating over Vinci mass. If you want to have a same for the road and mash up the place, take a jump in a my van. If you want to wine and a boom for a grind, take a jump in a my van. If you want to put your feet in the costume, take it out the road, take a jump in a my van. If you want to flex with celebrities and feel like me, take a jump. She want me to check on out, winding up the body, want me to check on out, bouncing up the body, want me to check on out, winding up the body, want me to check on out, bouncing up the bam bam. This the head, shoulder, knees, move over, let her breathe. She ain't nothing easy, so get ready for the teacher. The lights don't flick for the camera, crowd of people front and center. The video man not shaking enough, he ain't seen none yet. She only want me to check on out, winding up the body, want me to check on out, bouncing up the body, want me to check on out, winding up the body, want me to check on out, bouncing up the bam bam. Well, all she need is soca, she don't need no hope now. When she start to broke it down, the whole party turn over. One look to the left like ready, backside nice and heavy. Bounce it, she just stick, oh, girl keep on want me, check on out, winding up the body, want me, check on out, bouncing up the body, want me, check on out, winding up the body, want me, check on out, bouncing up the body.
Get on board with the Boom Soccer Team on Flight 1069.
Get on board. Don't forget to share the live, yes?
Share it up, share it up, share it up,
Share it, man, share it.
share it up.
All right, guys, we invite you to join the Boom family by liking and subscribing to all our social media platforms. All right, so you'll be notified when we are on, when we're going live.
Click the bell, the ding, the alerts. Son. Play with it.
Good morning to you, Godfrey. Good morning to all you guys coming through on the WhatsApp. And those of you on the live right now. Of course, you know, Jill. I want to say my name, Jill, and Jill and Mario and Shady. Yeah, I don't want anybody to call me
anything
today.
else.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Normally, I handle the Facebook comments, but I'm on a really tiny screen, right? So I can't see nothing. So if anybody there is saying something that Jill is the one to direct all your comments to them. Jill.
Okay.
I'll take myself out of that. So, Bert, go ahead. Flirt all you want.
Listen, behave yourself, Maria. Guys, if you're just coming through, we're talking about different things, but what we're really focusing on is Mr. Let. Mr. Let me write down my evidence in my palm. That's like so I find it unbelievable if he wasn't. Do they get like a smack on the hand or disciplinary measures? You know, because isn't that cause for some kind of disciplinary measure? I mean, it's gonna have some serious backlash. You don't think so?
I don't know. Well, the man come in court, right thing in the hand. The judge said that she was disappointed. He went, washed his hand.
That means he was unprepared. And you being unprepared for court as someone a police officer who's giving evidence, you're messing up the people's case. Can it get thrown out? I don't. You know what?
I'm trying to look at the comment.
When counsel comes in.
So somebody said they're going to get a promotion. Is that what they're saying there? Oh, gosh.
Okay. Let me see.
You're hurting my eye with trying to find this.
Eye hurts in your eye.
Trying to look at the screen.
All right. Some comments. We also talked about the botanical gardens. So this one is about that. Seriously, we're closing the gardens rather than having a proper crown control mechanism in place so that people could see the president firsthand. Yeah, that would be good. I think he came here before, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But I think the same thing happened. I'm not 100% sure. Someone says, will they close down Little Tokyo also to give him a grand tour? and restroom break if he needs to take a
Oh,
leak. Oh my
gosh.
gosh, y'all.
You think?
If you want to send him home packing, that's not the first impression we want to give. Honestly, it really isn't.
Wow.
Someone says after traveling over 8,000 miles, the only thing. Okay, we got a call.
If it's still there.
Good morning, you're live on OMG in the morning.
Good morning, my sister. Good morning, my brother. And
Good morning.
I'm happy to hear your voice again, and I want to tell you again, not 10 persons or 100, thousands of intentions listen to this program because they want to hear the truth.
Right.
Not interested in any kind of politics. I'm interested in saving your life. I want to make sure that when Christmas comes, I could come and say, who is this wonderful, beautiful voice I'm hearing on radio? And I want you to live. I don't want anything. And I want you to say, that be careful that when what you say is within the law. And so all I'm saying is that for me, this I call myself a Congo State because I see myself as nothing in this country based on what people see me. Because when you talk the truth, they have no use for you. They don't like you either when you speak the truth. But I'm saying is that let us make sure that we keep our people safe. And let us make sure we hold those people who are sending our children out. Taking into consideration two things. 70% of vaccination is required to have carnival, which is important. And if 70% is not required, somebody needs to come back and say, we didn't get 70%. This is why we are literally having carnival. Secondly, that are the vaccines effective? And yesterday, I'm sending a document to you to show even in the Parliament of Australia that they are now clearly admitting for sure ineffective vaccines. We are hearing from Israel, even when you take the fourth booster shot, 10% after 2 weeks is weighing for nothing. And so therefore, we don't have an effective vaccine to make it safe even for vaccinated to go in. If a vaccinated person goes to carnival or goes to any party or fest, what is going to happen? They're going to have breakthroughs. And they're not going to feel sick, but they're going to give it to somebody in an office or maybe somebody in a van or maybe their mother or parents and hurt them.
So
and
how
I'm
much?
only saying, me here, no, hold on, let me just finish. I want to say this to you.
Pause, man.
If you're having carnival, you have to say, well, we are having carnival because we believe we can keep you safe. Another quick thing, Kawasaki disease. So you have a lot of children, a lot of people are getting hit, in particular younger people under.
Is that hair? Is that hair in SVG?
Yes. So no, what I'm saying all over the world.
So,
so
you're preparing us for if it comes here.
You're getting sick because you don't know because you didn't do the test. Hey, we're going to find you out Kawasaki disease. So after 6 months to 1 year, younger children are going to develop this very serious skin issue that can have serious implications. So they're not going to know because you're not testing children anymore, and then it's going to find you out. This virus also, when it gets into your body, based on science, not based on what I say or the scientists have said, that when you get infected with the coronavirus, literally it does harm because what we are hearing gain of function. So it's not just an ordinary virus, coronavirus. It's a virus we are understanding, credible information that it's.
Mr. Hamilton, real quick, let me just interject here. Let me just come through.
We gotta close this down.
Don't go yet, right? Don't go yet.
Yes.
I just wait. I just want to let you know one thing, right? I am so proud of you today. You didn't get emotional and and blow up. Good. And also, I want
if somebody touch you or they hurt you, if my son hurt you, there's no sweetness or calmness in your voice. When wrong is done, you literally naturally. When you see your brothers and sisters are dying at the hospital,
I hear you, but wait, but I wasn't finished though. What I wanted to tell you, like when we're talking on a topic, try first and foremost to at least give a contribution to what we're talking about before you come in, because you seem very invested in COVID-19 and
just one thing on the topic. I am saying to you, for any particular matter in a courtroom, I have lost interest in the very judicial structure. I have lost interest. I cannot see how somebody with something in their hand written down can be so magnificent compared to when I see so much other grievous things that happen within the very court. And I'm only saying to you, it is so easy for some of these magistrates and judges to deal on trivia. Ask them, is rule of law? Judge, magistrate, any one of you, do we have rule of law in St. Vincent that a Vincentian person can get justice It doesn't matter what persuasion, what political persuasion. Can we have equity within the court? And there is no rule of law. And so judges and magistrates and legal people, you need to understand we need to fix that. I am not going to debate.
Okay, you're getting there. You're getting there. This is where you calm down.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my sister. You've been giving me good kudos for calming down. I am worried that we are no different than Venezuela. I am worried about some of these people who are put in positions to represent us equally safely, but they are now sending a wrong signal. We are not any plantation for any political party. This is a democracy, and I want it. That is why sometimes you don't hear me debate. I love you all.
All right.
Do not encourage anybody to play mass to kill them other, because there will be consequences.
All right.
All right, thank you.
And this is what I was trying to ask. Like, what does he want? The government to come and say we're at this percentage, that percentage? I don't. Anyways, it's tough to know. Besides getting them out, I don't know what else is needed. You know what is sticking my crow? What is sticking your crow, Jill? Huh? What's sticking your crow?
At this moment.
Samo. Oh God!
At this very moment, it's Mr. Howard. And really, people would say whatever, but I worry about him for real, because he can be calling in at one point and carrying on and get too excited, and then he either gets a stroke or something. You really have to be careful about this.
We're not discussing him this morning.
Very true. Very, very true. So, Mr. Hamilton, we thank you for your contributions. And I was about to ask him, he can get paid for talking about COVID. I'm thinking.
Let's take a break and come back, because we got council coming up at 7:45. I want to make sure and get in some audience participation as well. So you can give us a call at 4511069. Let us know what in your crow, what you want to express. Do you think that the gardens should have been closed, or just put up crowd control so that people could see, and take the dignitary
and get some upgrades done to it so we can have more to see? But that's another story for when we come back. All right. Shout out to the folks at Max Pizza and Kitchen in Beckway. Don't forget, you can call them to place your orders so you can get your pizza on Friday. The number is 458-3474, or you can WhatsApp them at 528-1854. That's Max Pizza and Kitchen in Beckway. Also, good morning to the folks at Pharmacy Plus. Remember, you can get your personal care, hair care, prescriptions. You can get your dentals, over-the-counter, and medical supplies at affordable prices, all at Pharmacy Plus, located on Egmont Street, opposite Home Collection. They're open from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pharmacy Plus for extreme care and more.
Hey, I got to say big respect and good morning to the folks at Flow. You can make the switch to Flow for free today and keep your number. Plus, enjoy 24 gigs of island-wide LTE data for anything that you want. The OnlyFans page back in effect, Shady. I know that. Data that you could see. Terms and conditions apply. Flow, keeping you connected. Keep it locked on. We come back in just a little bit with more interesting topics. And Jill here on OMG in the Morning.
No matter where we come from, the journey begins the same for all of us. There are no easy ways to achieve our dreams.
District Stairs is offering an Easter special designed to floor you. 10% off laminate, vinyl, hardwood, tiles, you name it. We've got you covered if you're looking for durability, versatility, and an array of colors, shapes, and sizes. We offer customized services from start to finish. WhatsApp District Stairs at 1289-200-7649 or check out districtstairs.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for special promotions. Free shipping to SVG for April.
Or visit our website today at www.svcooperativebank.com.
Isn't it good to know that no matter where you are, you're covered by a company owned by Vincentians that understands your unique insurance needs? At Metrosint General Insurance Company, we've invested 50 years of service to guarantee that you have the peace of mind that you deserve. When it comes to motor vehicle, property, employer's liability, business insurance, and much more, we've got you covered. Our professional and friendly staff understands your needs and ensures you understand your options. Metrosint General Insurance Company. At vincysurf.com.
District Stairs is offering an Easter special designed to floor you. 10% off laminate, vinyl, hardwood, tiles, you name it. We've got you covered if you're looking for durability, versatility, and an array of colors, shapes, and sizes. We offer customized services from start to finish. WhatsApp District Stairs at 1289-200-7649 or check out districtstairs.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for special promotions. Free shipping to SVG for April.
Unlock free premium channels on PlayGo from March 14 to 20. Plus 2 gigabytes PlayGo data every day. Free 16 premium channels. Stay entertained with OWN, T-Nick, MTV, and BET. From international news to home improvement skills and less laughter plus new recipes. Watch BBC, Comedy Central, HGTV, Discovery, Food Network, and so much more. All you need on TV right in the palm of your hand. PlayGo, simply more entertainment.
And the shouting, hey, Dicey call, flight 1069, boom, soca team, destination Vincymas. Hey, tell them chemist, level the gas mask.
Me just a wine in a zone and like me all and she feel the bone and tell me say me cold and she give me warm fire, broke up me heart, I am married to the daughter, yeah.
Oh yeah, your body feeling alright, your body feeling
on. Back it up with the pressure, I feel to the whole life, back it up with the pressure. Don't worry, everything alright, back it up with the pressure. I feel to jump like crazy, back it up with the pressure. When you went and go down this pressure, so hold me tight and don't let go. Why you not come up this pressure, so party nice and I would not go home. Party nice and I would not go home. To slow down, your body in control now. Party is the code now, and grooving is the mode now. Just kidding. When you went and go down this pressure, so hold me tight and don't let go. Boy, you gotta come up this pressure, so party nice and I would not go home. Lord, party nice and I would not go home. So when you went and go down this pressure, plenty pressure. When you went and come up this pressure, plenty pressure. So much element and soca music. Them target freedom is a road that come out and try to move it. Now the sheep we want to hear that our mystic carnival. Just a missing ball, singing to Barbados, Shady. Wine and drum, soca and calypso, feeling it. Feeling myself, feeling it. Raise up your legs, feeling it. Soca and calypso, feeling it. Show them how we go. Mash up the road again. Wine and drum, this pressure, so hold me tight and don't let go. Wine and drum, this pressure, so feeling it. Party nice and I would not go home. Party nice and I would not go home.
Get on board with the Boom Soca team on flight 1069.
I am a smoker. I am your baby. Get on board.
I am a smoker. I am your baby. I am a smoker. What? I just keep
if rain comes today.
What
If rain
is
comes
this?
today, we know what's the deal.
I'm just making a joyful noise. That's how I celebrate. Huh?
On to the carnival. Oh my gosh, what's in your car right now? Get it out. All right, we can be your toothpick.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me hold it down on those analogies.
Shady was in your car, buddy. Food.
We are going to backstage.
Oh gosh, let's jump in. Let's jump in with counsel because we're right on time for him. So give us that drop.
Plain talk. Plain talk with JomoThomas.
so much things to say right now.
All you talk now
On OMG.
morning to you, Council. Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Morning, Jill, Mario. Morning, Mario. Shady, good morning.
Morning, morning.
Daniel and Bing, good morning. Most of all, good morning to you listeners. I want to talk, there are two short pieces that I want to talk about this morning. And one has to do with the recruitment by the cruise ship over, I think it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, well, they said there was like 400 jobs.
I don't know how many jobs they were trying to recruit for, but clearly about 4,000 Vincentians wanted to go. There's just a lot of people there. And I wondered, what does that say? I've spoken to a number of people who work on cruise ships, and the information that I have received from a lot of them is that you don't make a lot of money working on a cruise ship. People take the job because it's another thing to do. You get out of St. Vincent, you get a chance to travel, touch a number of places, and so on. But and many Vincentians do that. I think I remember in the days when I used to be Speaker of the House, it was announced one time that over 4,000 Vincentians are employed on cruise ships. And that's a lot of people in a population of 100,000, 110,000. That's almost 3% of the Vincentian population. But to me, it says a number of things, including the state of the Vincentian economy. It also speaks to the level of unemployment that we may have here. I heard an argument, and I think this argument, I think it has some weight, that all of the people who are lining up to take these jobs may not necessarily be unemployed people. That has to be true. I saw a lot of cars were parked in the area, which means that at least somebody either borrow a car or owns a car or is paying on a car note, which means that they would have some kind of economic wherewithal. But certainly, it's a serious situation when so many of your young people want out. There was a time when, at least the official narrative was that St. Vincent was a proud place to be, and that our people didn't want to run to go any place anymore, that we were quite prepared to stay here and do all of the things that we need to do to make St. Vincent a better place. But that recruitment session tells me that there's a serious economic malaise in St. Vincent, and people are just looking for an opportunity to get out. One of the things that I know that many of these cruise ships require employees to be vaccinated, and I hope the requirement was not for people to be vaccinated before they went on the job interview, because certainly all of the people who were interviewed will not get jobs. So you don't want to put your health and safety in jeopardy by going out and getting vaccinated, only to be told later that you are not going to get the job. I know a young lady who got vaccinated a few months ago, ended up in the hospital for a week, and then within a short time, she was no longer employed with the place where she was literally compelled to work. I don't know if she decided to leave on her own volition or if she was dismissed, but clearly that is a situation that I hope is not the case, would not happen to so many of these young people who showed up. I mean, we know in St. Vincent that unemployment is very, very high. I think it was the World Bank who said that we had a youth unemployment of about 47%. That's almost 1 in every 2 young person in St. Vincent, and the United Nations recognize youth as people between the ages of 16 and 35. So that's a lot. That's a lot of people. I know as well that St. Vincent has probably the lowest income salary in the OECS, and that may also explain why so many people may want to leave. But I was just taken by that and thought that maybe we should bring it into focus and hear what other listeners may have to say. So that's my take on that point. The other short point I wanted to address is, when we were about a year or so ago, the government had ordered that if you're going to have funerals, that these funerals have to be done in the morning. So there was a lot of morning funerals. Sometimes funerals begin at 10 o'clock. I went to a funeral on Saturday that the viewing was 10 o'clock and the actual service began at 11 o'clock. What that means when we have these early morning funerals is that your entire day is shot. Um, you go to a funeral in the morning, and you may not get a chance to do much more after that because the funeral may end 1, 2 o'clock. Clearly, it's very unproductive for us to have funerals scheduled at that time. I don't know if it was ever driven by science that we should have morning funerals. I don't know what it is being driven by now. Certainly, it's not science in light of the low numbers we have, in light of the fact that the Vincentians are congregating in huge numbers across the country, whether it's in picnics or at bars and nightclubs or wherever else, or in the villages and communities, wherever else they may be. So I really think that the time has come for us to review this whole notion as to the time when we have a funeral. Because in the old days, if somebody died, the funeral may begin at 3, 4 o'clock, and you still get a chance. You go to work, or you may ask the employer to let you off early on that day. So you leave like about 2 o'clock, you go to the funeral, or even 3 o'clock and go to the funeral. And that funeral is finished by the time by the time it's getting dark at about 6 o'clock. Now, that is not the case. I think it hampers productivity greatly when we have these funerals at a time. I'm sure it takes an economic toll on some businesses and including government um, um, institutions. So I think the time has come for us to return to afternoon funerals. I know, for example, even on the issue of the time for funerals, this is a there's a class thing here, in that the ordinary and not so ordinary people are commanded to have their funerals in the morning, and the connected members of the political elite or the economic elite are allowed to have their funeral and to have it go as long as it can go. I think the most recent examples we had of that was the funeral of former Governor General Frederick Ballantyne and former Prime Minister James Mitchell. Their funerals went well beyond the time that they should have gone. So, all in all, I think we need to review the funeral arrangements, because, as I said, I don't think there's science that driving. If there ever was science, I'm convinced there's no science that drives the decision to still have them in the morning. It's my take for today.
Okay. Council, do you have yeah, you have time for us to take in some responses, yes?
Jill, I'm not hearing what you're saying. You're coming out. You're muffled to me.
Okay, we have some time to take some responses.
Oh yes, certainly. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let me just bring up my someone said that they get paid in US, so that does attract some people. And also it says some, okay, let me just scroll real quick. Someone said, I'm almost certain that they will be required to take the chuk before they start working.
Yeah, but I think council was saying before they go to the interview, just to qualify for the job, you hope that they didn't have to be vaccinated, right?
Right. That was my point. I hope one of the demand was not.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these young people may well. I mean, we know all the time. All of us would know that we might have interviewed for a job and didn't get it, even though we thought that we were well placed to get it.
Yeah, yeah. Council, you said that it's indicative of the state of affairs in SVG, that so much people came out to apply for the job. But I know that and this is going back to when I was a kid in Trinidad and even sometime in Canada. Um, I heard a lot of people singing praises for cruise ship jobs. A lot of entertainers, a lot of DJs, just a lot of cruise ship staff themselves. One of the draws was that it's being, especially for Caribbean people, is the opportunity to travel, and they think that they get paid in US, so
Right.
it's lucrative for them.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but praises being sung from people in better economic, quote unquote, better economic states than
Yeah.
SPG, right?
Yeah.
So
But
I don't know.
clearly, Mario,
Yes.
some people are lured to those kind of jobs because if
Hmm.
you are in point A
Hmm.
and this job offers you, and you're getting X,
Hmm.
and this job, a job offers you X squared,
Hmm.
then that's an advance. So,
Right.
for example, millions and millions, hundreds, tens of millions of people in China were
Yes.
unemployed 4 years ago. I mean,
Yes.
40 years ago. Today, tens of millions of people in China are working for like $2 per day.
Hmm.
So anybody who worked were unemployed
Hmm.
and are now working for $2 per day. A lot of people may think that, all right, I prefer to be engaged in productive activity,
Right.
working for $2 per day, even though it's not a lot of money,
Hmm.
but I would do it anyway. I remember when my mom left St. Vincent in 1971.
Hmm.
She was working for $11.70 per week. She
Hmm.
worked at the old Arrow pool in the area where the NIS building is now.
Okay.
$11.70 per week. And when she tells the story, well, she told the story before she passed, that when she got to the US, the first job she got
Hmm.
was I think either 60 or 80 US dollars per month.
Hmm.
And to her, that was a fairly good pay
Hmm.
because she was able to send some money back for us. She was able to pay her rent
Hmm.
back then and
Hmm.
do a lot of other good things.
Hmm.
So the move from a $11.70 job per week to
Hmm.
a $80 job per month
Hmm.
was a significant advance for her. In the
Hmm.
same way in which I think many of our people would jump for the job for precisely
Hmm.
the points that you and I made.
Hmm.
They get a chance to leave St. Vincent. They
Hmm.
get a chance to go on a cruise ship and to travel.
Hmm.
And most of them, if you understand the cruise ship business, to the extent that they're making some money, they're making that money mainly on tips because the base
Hmm.
salary
Hmm.
is very, very low.
Yeah.
But the point is that people do that all the time, and they do it because the grass is, well, not always greener, but the grass always appears greener on the other side.
Hmm.
So people make those decisions, economic decisions, because they think, well, look, I have a chance to do this. Let me do it and get out of St. Vincent. Some people may go from here. They end up after the first tour, they jump off. I mean, my mom left here in 1971 on a 6-month visa. She never came back until 10 years after.
Right.
By the time she came back, she had a green card, and then she was able to send for my younger brothers and sisters, and then later I went. So
Hmm.
people make those decisions because they see an opportunity to get better and to do better.
Hmm.
All right. Someone is saying, let me just drop in this. Good morning to you, Randy. Someone is saying, Council, I don't know much about your contacts on cruises, but I have a friend working on Royal and he seems to be doing okay financially, bought land, vehicle, etc. Also, someone is saying cost of living then was different from cost of living today. Also, someone said lots of intentions will jump to the opportunity to work on a cruise liner because there is no job offers in SVG.
Council, I know you've got on the white shirt, but we need to take a quick top.
That's
And
all right. We have, I have a few minutes. I could
all
let
right,
it
good stuff. So we'll do a quick top and then come back, and you can interact with Council live on OMG in the morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Soca Team Boom, we would like to welcome you on board Flight 1069. Mission, St. Vincent and the Grenadines Carnival. Soca Aviation regulations requires that you fet with Soca Team for the duration of this flight.
What is this scopping this thing, man? On the Flight 1069 with the Boom Soca Team. Real steel!
Hello! They don't know the boy Casper G on Flight 1069. Boom Soca Team. Don't play with it.
And the shouting, hey! Dicey call, Flight 1069, Boom Soca Team, Destination Vincimas. Hey, tell them come Mr. Lego the gas mask.
Once again, welcome on board and enjoy Flight 1069 with the Boom Soca Team. Enjoy Flight 1069 with the Boom Soca Team.
Turn the beat down a little bit. Alright, right there. What's this scene, yeah? Girl, you mean, yeah? The way you move, yeah. The way you whine and you grind and you bubble and you come the way you whine, yeah. Girl, you fine, yeah. You move in time, yeah. The way you whine and you grind and you bubble and go down there. Down little bit, whine 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 and go down there.
This is Flight 1069, Destination Vincimas with the Boom Soca Team.
All right, we're back inside and we're here with Council JomoThomas, and we're talking about the jobs that are being generated by the Carnival cruise, or should I just say the cruise recruitment that was happening here.
That's right. Where 400 of the applicants, of the thousands that you said you saw, right, Council? 400.
It was clearly hundreds. I mean, over the days, it just happened on Friday morning, Saturday morning, and Sunday morning. I drove by there each morning before 9 o'clock, and the people were interviewing at beachcombers, and there were people lined on the street.
Right.
So if you know beachcombers at all, it takes a good way. You have a good.
Council, we have a call. Let's just take it.
100 meters from the road into the
Good
first
morning, you're live.
Mr. Thomas, good morning. Mario, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
And Miss Jill, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, they here listening to Mr. Thomas. And he really put in a little eye opener here to me concerning. They might flock the people together, they promising them to be selected, but they have to take the vaccine first. That could be a clever way to get more people vaccine, because you could remember they realize they say play carnival, come play carnival and take one vaccine, and they see much people wasn't running to the vaccine. So these are things in which young people and whoever had to look out for.
You have a very nefarious mind,
Hello?
you have a very, I don't know if it's nefarious or analytical or you. So you see an underlying hand puppeteering this to raise our vaccine numbers, is what you're saying.
They're looking for 1,600 more, but if you notice, this morning news, they're looking for 1,600 more, but they're going up in the north, going what on the north leeward side to do some recruiting up there, and all of these kind of things. So you just have to look out.
So you don't think that there's any benefit to having those jobs come to SVG, or having that opportunity for people to be employed? I shouldn't say those jobs come to SVG because they're taking it up. Yeah,
Mario, I'm not saying that, but I don't know if you could remember a few months ago, a lot of nurses was wanted. I was leaving St. Vincent to go to greener pastures. You could remember what the Prime Minister said?
What did the Prime Minister say? Remind me.
He said that he have to put a kind of stop into that because too much leave in St. Vincent. So how is it that the nurses can't go to greener pastures? Huh? Too much going on to St. Vincent one time.
Did he say the nurses can go, or did he say that he has to review the training of the nurses and to begin bonding the nurses so that they would not so easily leave after the state spends a certain amount of money to train them?
Yeah.
He was stating that too much is leaving.
Yeah.
Did he say what you said?
Too much is leaving.
Didn't he say that part of the reason why he's concerned about that is because the state spends a lot of money to train these people and he can't simply train them and allow them to leave?
I know I heard too much is leaving.
Oh, I see.
And how is it that they don't want the female and them to leave?
Whoa, sorry.
But the male and them no want to go out by the 2000. Is it that somebody must be wanting the male and them to go so that they could cover all the female?
Listen, that's Slider, your mind just
No, I am just a one love to ask questions and view things.
But Tyson,
is it that
you had to be on a serious mountaintop to get that view, you know.
Is it that I want all? Maybe I want all.
So you think that it's a plan to get the males out so there's more females to choose from?
But Maria, you know that is not a point for discussion, right?
You know what? Let's give somebody else another.
I think you pulled out councils.
The last thing.
Yeah.
They didn't say at what age they're recruiting because it has some old men, 65 walking with sticks, practicing to get flexible because they say they want to walk to old people. I catch the royal to no work nothing for them, you know.
All right. Slider.
Yes, we
Slider.
need to take some more comments.
Thank you,
so
sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Kingsley should have gone, you know. Out by the airport, he does they lie down on the ground and sleep.
Oh my
God. All right, Slider. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
Thanks. No more.
Oh my gosh.
I thought that was a serious.
Council, anything you want to even respond?
I
should we get out some comments?
I don't think that there's anything there to respond.
There's nothing there to respond to.
That's what I'm saying. That
I just want to make sure you get the opportunity. We have another caller. Good morning. You're live on OMG.
Good morning, Boom family. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Conks. You know, Conks, I want to change a little bit and go back to your program you had on Monday night.
What?
Now, with your guest. You know, it was an eye-opener to me that when you spoke and tell a guest that the only thing said that he would have heard about from St. Vincent in relation to Ralph Gonzalez that he has gotten his head script, whatever bruise or whatever in his head. That news that he got, but he never heard about people getting arrested for protest, people getting arrested for all sort of different things in this country. But the point I'm trying to make is no control. What this is telling me that although we are a village, a Caribbean village, it's amazing how all these other information. When I think the information about Simmons is really going out, it really go flying over the heads of a lot of persons who would have liked to know exactly what is happening to Simmons. Because I don't
think it flew over Sikaya said. I think that some people listen to what they want to listen to and they accept what they want to accept. So Sikaya is a good brother of mine good brother of mine. We've known each other for a long time, and he's a strong supporter. He's a progressive man, and he thinks globally and thinks strategically. And for him, PM Gonzalez's foreign policy strong support for Venezuela, strong support for Cuba, strong support for the integrity of CARICOM, and so on. Those are significant for him, like they are to me. But we have to think holistically and to also observe, in my mind, PM Gonzalez's domestic policies, and many of which are obnoxious, to say the least, and to speak to them as they occur. But this is why I told Sikaya that Forbes Burnham had a very progressive foreign policy as well. Many of us lauded Forbes Burnham's foreign policy. His strong support for the non-aligned movement, his strong support for Cuba, his developing relations with socialist Eastern Bloc countries, Eastern European countries, and the Soviet Union, and position generally. But this was the same man who assassinated Walter Rodney, or oversaw the assassination of Walter Rodney, one of the Caribbean's most brilliant public intellectual. So that's the situation. And I know that in Guyana, when Shady Jagan, who used to be the opposition leader in Guyana then, did not lauded Bonham and the Bonham government for whatever they did on the progressive foreign policy side, but strongly criticized them for their domestic policies, their lack of their rigging of elections, their lack of democratic take. And what Shady Jagan, I remember Shady Jagan had developed this concept called critical. Well, he's the first person I heard articulate it. I don't know if it's originally his, but he articulated the concept of critical support. Basically, what he said in that policy statement was that we have to critically support our others, including ourselves, and we have to develop the concept of criticism and self-criticism. So if somebody does something that's right, you laud them for doing something that's right, but you are an equal opportunity critic. So when they do something that you perceive to be wrong, you criticize them for doing what is wrong.
Right, and that is why that I was a little bit disappointed, because he might have Rav Gonza might have, as he says, a good foreign policy. That is not my thought though. But at the same time, we know we who live here know who Rav Gonza is. We know exactly how we are living in Vincent and Grenadines. And these are for me, I was a little bit disappointed when these people out there who I think would have Rav Gonza as a master.
All right, I'm sorry, I have to interrupt. Kongsa, I have to interrupt caller. My apologies, but we are way out of time, and our listeners weren't privy to the program, so we're a little lost. But we do appreciate. Yes.
Because I was a little bit disappointed because I would have thought that thought like that would have been more informed about Rav Gonza's style of government and governance in Finland.
All right. Thank you.
There we go. All right, so we're going to take a quick pause. Council, thank you so much for your contributions today. And like you always sign off, until we meet again.
Until we meet again.
See you tomorrow, same time, same place.
All righty. That was Plain Talk with JomoThomas right there. And again, we do apologize to that caller for, having to interrupt. Real quick, before we go out, we gotta drop in a few mentions. We have a celebration coming up. Celebrate 20 years of Raga Soca in fine style with Saga Boy Bumani at the Sunset Shores Beach Hotel on Saturday, May 28th. They're going to be having guest appearances by Luta, Fire Empress Mozart, Chanel McKenzie, Johnny Rebel, Kidu, and more. They're backed by the band High Profile and a musical ensemble. Event packages, dinner, show, and dance. So VIP tickets are $200. Semi-inclusive VIP, $150. General entry tickets, $60. Ticket outlets are Careers CD Store, Schmood Juice Bar, and Cell World. This event is sponsored by BOSVG, National Properties, CDC, Sunset Shores Beach Hotel, SVG Tourism Authority, ECGC, Standard Shippers, Geku, Careers Hazels, Careers Distribution Limited, Building and Loan, and Boom 1069.
Yeah, man. I'm learning more about Woodsy. We're going on in New York. Brooklyn, NYC. That's right. The soft opening of Woodsy Bar and Restaurant is on this Friday. Check them out at 1133 Clarkson Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11212. Get appetizers. You have all kinds of appetizers. You got mozzarella sticks. You have wings. You have all kinds of things. You have pulled chicken sliders. A whole heap of things, man. Plus, you can feast on main courses as well. They have steaks of all kinds, not just the Caribbean skirt steak. They've also got chicken, rice, and peas, all American burgers, and a whole lot more. Check them out this Friday, May 20th. The soft opening of Woodsy's Bar and Restaurant, 1133 Clarkson Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11212. Send some pictures of the food and thing for us too, so we can draw.
Remember, enjoy free data Sundays when you activate a 3, 7, or 30-day combo plan Monday through Saturday. Enjoy free gigs of data to use as you want on Sunday. All you got to do is dial *129# to activate the plan that's right for you.
Join the celebration at Grateful Bomani. 20 years of ragga and soca. Make your way to the Sunset Shores Beach Hotel for a night of live performances from Bomani and special guests Luta, Fire Empress, Manzar, Keto, Chanel Mackenzie, Johnny Rebel, and more. All backed by the high-profile band and the musical ensemble. So come out and celebrate at Grateful Bomani. 20 years of ragga and soca. Saturday, May 28th at Sunset Shores Beach Hotel.
General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood. So go on, compare prices. And if by chance you find a better price, no stress. Just talk to the General, and they will beat that price plus give you special priority delivery. Yes, General Hardware offers free island-wide delivery on most purchases, so you never have to worry about getting your goods on site on time. Plus, shopping at General Hardware is a pleasant experience with friendly, knowledgeable staff always ready to serve. What more could you wish for, huh? So come to General Hardware for proper service, lowest prices, free delivery, and see why nobody beats.
Isn't it good to know that no matter where you are, you're covered? Covered by a company owned by Vincentians that understands your unique insurance needs. At Metrosint General Insurance Company, we've invested 50 years of service to guarantee that you have the peace of mind that you deserve. When it comes to motor vehicle, property, employer's liability, business insurance, and much more, we've got you covered. Our professional and friendly staff understands your needs and ensures you understand your options. Metrosint General Insurance Company. Call us today at 784-456-1821 or email us at metrosint@fintosurf.com.
At Cashways, we buy, sell, and trade almost anything of value. Get cash for gold same day. The highest prices on jewelry, gold, silver, and diamonds are available at Cashways. Bring in items in good working condition and cash out instantly. We buy, sell, and trade from gold watches, cars, and more. Need cash for goods instantly? Visit Cashways today at Corner Shop Street and Long Lane, Kingstown. For more information, call 451-7777 or visit cashways.com. Cashways, we buy, trade, or sell almost anything of value.
Always be sure you settle for more. Get up to 35% off Baker's fully comprehensive vehicle insurance and still cover a whole lot more. Enjoy higher discounts and better coverage for any kind of vehicle, car, SUV, or pickup with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. To sign up, call BMC Agencies Limited at 457-1066 or log on to beacon.co.tt and settle for more today.
Not all heroes wear capes. Celebrate her this Mother's Day and all month long at Courts.
Superheroes need furniture to rest, appliances to fuel up, and even laptops and phones to stay connected. Save on these items and more. Shop today with no cash. Pay nothing for 60 days. Find everything you need for your supermom. Only at Courts, bringing value home. Offer ends 31st of May. Conditions apply.
Higher education is a must for your future. UE Open Campus is in touch now more than ever. We offer programs of quality, affordability, online, on-site, on demand. From undergraduate to PhD, fulfill your dreams, acquire your degree at Open Campus. Come in and see us at UE Open Campus. Your success is a must.
Apply today. Visit our website at www.open.uwi.edu. You can call us at 456-1183.
And the shouting, hey, Dicey call, Flight 1069, boom, soca team, destination Vincy Mas. Hey, tell them chemist, let me the gas mask.
Na 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 na. Oh, hey. La musique comme elle fait les masses. Let's go, comme elle fait les so old. Hey, hey. She said she have a feeling. She can't help herself. It's so real, even when the rain not falling. She just wet herself. It's so real. Hey, right now it's wet on the road, wet in the mud, wet on the mud. Oh. Right now it's wet on the road, wet in the mud, wet on the mud. Oh. Watch how she walk up and rock and wine. When she moves, she waistline. Some man begging for time, but she not pay them no mind. Watch how she walk up and rock and wine. When she moves, she waistline. Some man begging for time, but she not pay them no mind. Waistline that rock like thunder. She bend back and it come closer. We open the hose for soca. She bite up her lips, yeah. Yes, it's your time, girl, just wine. Yes, it's your time, girl, just ride. It's your time. She says she have a feeling. She can't help herself. It's so real, even when the rain not falling. She does wet herself. It's so real. Hey, right now it's wet on the road, wet in the mud, wet on the mud. Oh. Right now it's wet on the road, wet in the mud, wet on the mud. Oh. Watch how she walk up and rock and wine. When she moves, she waistline. Some man begging for time, but she not pay them no mind. Watch how she walk up and rock and wine. When she moves, she waistline. Some man begging for time, but she not pay them no mind. She free to when feelings take over. Massage her body all over. We open the hose for soca. She grip on it, yeah. Yes, it's your time, girl, just wine. Yes, it's your time, girl, just ride. It's your time. She says she have a feeling. She can't help herself. It's so real, even when the rain not falling. She does wet herself. It's so real. Hey, right now it's wet on the road, wet in the mud, wet on the mud. Oh. Right now it's wet on the road, wet in the mud, wet on the mud. Oh. Watch how she walk up and rock and wine. When she moves, she waistline. Some man begging for time, but she not pay them no mind. Watch how she walk up and rock and wine. When she moves, she waistline. Some man begging for time, but she not pay them no mind.
Peace over drama, distance over disrespect, and that is the case. Thank God my life in a happy place. Wait my time till it get full, because me never ungrateful. Me never born with a plate full. But me bring them love, to bring me hate, to bring me pain. To every dirt, they drop me name, but me still maintain to be great. Cause you can't stop my progress. Wake up feeling so blessed. 100% love, no stress, no other. You can't stop my progress. Good vibes and day happiness. If you don't believe in nothing less, spread your hands and say, so we are so over them. Rise, we are rise over them. I tell them wave, we are wave over them. And if you are clean and you have ambition, put up your hands and sing again. Tell bad man, see me and don't see me. And see me and don't see me. See me and don't see me. Come here and live my life today. See me and don't see me. See me and don't see me. See me and don't see me. This is the messenger to add for me. You see the stone with the bell I refuse. Become the head cornerstone. So when success come my way, pagans just leave me alone. The journey did rough, the journey did tough. I keep on fighting, I never give up. Blessings come down when prayers go up. Gratitude is you can't stop my progress. Wake up feeling so blessed. 100% love, no stress, no other. You can't stop my progress. Good vibes and day happiness. If you don't believe in nothing less, then
Definitely so true. Please note you can't stop my progress.
Machi, man from Vinci.
Magical. Did you get any kind of magical gene, Shady? Like, I'm just asking.
But now you related to Machi?
Yeah,
you related to Machi?
Am I not correct?
No, man.
Yes,
You're
he
related
is.
to Machi. You related to what's this
Who's
guy's
it?
name? Mad Skull.
Oh, okay. My
Mad
bad.
Skull. Oh, did you see me? Oh.
But okay, did you get any kind of like
Mad Skull
musical
genies?
talent in there?
But the man playing music, so he had no musical talent.
That's not what I meant.
What the bumbo?
Can you carry a tune? You know, you ever thought about getting into that?
He can carry auto tunes.
Singing?
Yeah, like a soca song or
Yeah.
something.
Man, Dan bringing a
I want
a song.
written by both.
Written by birds.
You're joking, yeah.
It's called the upside down spider wine.
Now I know it's a joke. Now I know
No,
it's a joke.
no, doing a song written by both.
For real, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to hearing that. That'll be a track.
Oh,
That's
listen,
gonna be a track.
if you hurt your back trying to do the upside down spider wine. Check out Pharmacy Plus. You can get your personal care, hair care, prescription, dental, over-the-counter, and medical supplies at affordable prices. It doesn't break your pocket to stay healthy. Located on Egmont Street opposite Home Collection. Open from Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pharmacy Plus for supreme care and more.
All right, we got a call. Let's take it real quick.
Take it.
Good morning to you. You are.
You gotta press the button.
Good morning to you. You're live. You're live on OMG. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hey, Max.
What's going on?
Good morning to you.
I wanted to engage concern about the line kind of get clogged up. First of all, I want to say thank you to the rescuers and them.
Oh yes,
the rescuers
that's right.
and them who went and rescued that guy. And I make a comment on the one of the post them and say everybody thanking God, but nobody thanking the rescuers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not to denounce God and like that, but I don't want to change it up. But I just want to say people just thank the people them now.
Yeah, give them their flowers.
Say thanking God is basically slapping the rescuers on them face, and I'm not denouncing God again, but we go talk about God on another topic because just because I talk like this doesn't mean I don't believe in God. I know there is a God.
Right.
But there's another topic for another day. So with the cruise ship thing, it just shows the problem of brain drain that we have in St. Vincent. And brain drain meaning your best brains are being drained someplace else.
But Max, brain drain happens everywhere though, not just in SVG.
No, absolutely. And I'm not saying it's ice. And just because it's happening everywhere doesn't mean I can't address it in St. Vincent. Everybody have AIDS throughout the world. Doesn't mean we're not going to address it. You see what I'm saying? I get what you're saying, and it's a very valid point. But I'm glad you made that point because a lot of people like to say, because we highlight a problem in St. Vincent, they say, oh, it's happening here. Okay, Max go to the doctor, and the doctor say, Max, you have AIDS. You know, I should tell the doctor, but Mario have cancer.
No, that's not a correct analogy at all. You're saying that this this highlights a problem of brain drain, but it happens everywhere. It's not because of cruise ship or because of the economy of SVG. People from England go to other places. People from the States go to Abu Dhabi. It happens everywhere. It's not indicative that it's a bad place. It's just that other people have different views and they want to think that they can advance. It's like they said, the grass is perceived greener on the other side. I don't think that's saying that that SVG is a horrible place is why there's brain drain.
Okay, let me back up then. The cruise ship industry is an amazing thing. If I had the opportunity, I would have gone on a cruise ship.
Right.
Because you get to travel the world. I'm a man like to see different things and experience different cultures.
Yeah.
So I guess brain drain to me is not a totally bad thing, right? But in my opinion now, when I see somebody who's gainfully employed in St. Vincent, like a police officer, a police officer,
right,
who was on the line to go on a cruise ship, that could have been the next police commissioner. That could have been the next person who could have lead up a sexual task force in St. Vincent to deal with the rape culture we have in St. Vincent.
Right.
Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying it's a good thing and it's a bad thing, and your argument is very valid. I'm not denouncing your argument by no means. You know what I mean? And that's why we have to have dialogue.
Yeah, definitely.
And I love dialogue. You know what I'm saying? And that we need more of that. So now, but another thing, and somebody enlightened me on this, that Royal Caribbean is targeting Caribbean workers to basically piggyback off of the name Caribbean. They say the customers are requesting more people with Caribbean accents on their cruise ship. So they're targeting the Caribbean, which is a good thing. But me as a man, I always just think critically, right? Remember when the pandemic happened, the people them of Indonesia and those other countries who had employees on the cruise ships had a union. And the union represented those people, and the cruise ship had to pay to get those people where they were supposed to go. Efficiently. Meanwhile, they had the people in the Caribbean knocking about on ships. Some of them in Barbados, some here, some there, some everywhere. Maybe what if, and I'm not saying it is, what if they're targeting the Caribbean because we don't have a union? And I want the powers to be for the Caribbean cruise ship workers. Maybe we should think about forming a Caribbean cruise ship workers union.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And also, let me just inject this in there real quick, Max. It could also be because remember, a few cruise ships were turned away from a lot of ports in the Caribbean. And I think St. Vincent and Barbados were two of the countries that opened their ports to them.
That accommodated them, yes.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely correct. So maybe that is a way of saying thank you to the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, because my grandmother always said, you do good meet you. You do bad meet you. So it's a residual income and positive energy that the government put forward to the cruise ship. So maybe that's it. I'm just like, I don't like to throw ideas out there, and I'm saying, like,
I didn't even consider that.
The cruise ship industry is an amazing industry. Like one of these person on the Facebook or whatever said, I know people who build houses off the cruise ship industry.
And I was about to read that.
I know people who spill off, you know what I'm saying? So it's not a good thing or a bad thing, but me personally, honestly, I would love to be in St. Vincent, working in St. Vincent, because I feel like I'm a part of the brain drain.
Right.
Because I'm an electrician who focus on renewable energy, and my goal for St. Vincent and Grenadines before I die is to see St. Vincent to be completely independent from fossil fuel, because we have water, hydroelectric power,
you got wind,
and we have solar. We have a lot. So that's my life goal. I would love to come home and do some consultation to let us be completely independent of fossil fuel. But like I said, refreshing topics as usual. Big up Kong, so we can hear like not a lot.
Yeah.
And big up the Boom family, man, because y'all are always bringing some inspirational topics.
Yay.
Thank you.
And controversial topics that critical. That provokes critical thinking, and it's almost like critical thinking is taboo in St. Vincent. We need more critical thinkers to move the place forward.
There you go.
Big up all yourselves.
Thanks a lot, Max. There you go. Oh, what's going on with my internet there? Is it just me or you?
Sure. I'm good to go. Everything flowing with me.
Okay. Oh gosh.
So let's get back into some of the responses, because we weren't able to get out. You want to do the WhatsApp, and I'll just do over here. Okay. We'll just do everything. Yes, Mario, something's definitely up with you. Someone said, Council, a lot of people have raised their standard of living with those cruise ship jobs. Many have built homes, opened shops, bought vans for public transportation and private vehicles, etc., which had they not gotten those jobs, they would have more than likely not been able to purchase such things. Very true.
Yeah, my dad used to steal. That's why he
Oh,
just
really?
retired. Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people
Okay.
that came home, built houses,
And he
more
just
than one.
retired and he just relaxed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I hear you. Someone said, but did they not have a situation where they were training too many nurses and said they were training for export? What has changed? I remember that too. I remember nurses were being shipped off like sardines. So yeah.
I got another question, a comment on our WhatsApp says, I think that it's attractive to the younger generation because St. Vincent is not sustainable for them. There's hardly any room for the youth to grow past what the country already has set for them, and employers are so focused on holding on to that, it becomes unattractive to younger people to stay in St. Vincent, seeing as how there is no room to grow their potential and interests on the island. On top of that, there are a lot of people who were screwed over by the mishaps of CXC in prior years, that it's hurt their chances of getting traditionally high-paying jobs on the island. To them, it's well understood that the best opportunities are presented outside of the island, where they at least have, more of a chance than the ones given in SVG.
I think that might be the consensus of a lot of young people.
Yeah.
You know, everybody is not everybody, but a lot of young people here, they're looking for a way out, not just a way out, but a job.
Yeah.
You know, guys. Of course, we'll get back into the rest of your comments. Keep them coming. We got to make way for the most loved man on radio, Mr. Weeks. Mr. Weeks, when you're ready.
Yeah, just give us a holler. Shady, give us that intro, buddy.
Time to connect with the most loved man on radio. Sir Lancelot is in the building.
While we wait on Mr. Weeks, I see there's a comment from Mr. Leacock there, Alwyn Leacock. I don't know if you can read that.
Yes, it was
He's always
on
got something
my
to say. Yeah.
to do. He said, Max, it's not a brain drain. It's a drain of our human resources. People who should be here building the nation. Maria, because there is a brain drain all over doesn't mean we should excuse brain drain in SVG. We also have a brain drain banishment in SVG. Those who don't agree with the ULP and can't find meaningful employment and have to take their belly and make it make boat.
All right.
Someone said, please. Okay.
Okay, Mr.
Right.
Weeks, I think, is on the line. Let's see if he's there.
Mr. Weeks, good morning to you. Are you there?
Good morning, Jill.
Good
Mr.
morning.
Weeks.
I hope you're in good spirits today.
Yeah, man, I'm cool.
Nice.
Your tone, you always have the same tone, though. You know, I would love to hear you call in and say, good morning. But I guess that's not going to happen. Your
She wants
tone
to
is
hear you
always-
excited, Mr. Weeks. Mr. Weeks, you got to get excited for Jill. You think you can do that? I got you off guard with that one.
I don't negotiate in public.
All right, man.
What do you have up your sleeves today? Are you gonna come in on our conversation, or you already have something planned? I know you were probably listening before.
Yes, I was listening to you guys. Interesting conversation. Shady morning.
Morning, Mr. Weeks.
Good morning to all who are listening this morning.
Yes.
I just want to continue update yesterday, and then I'll come to the issue that you've been discussing this morning.
Sure.
In Dr. Richard's presentation, I noted he read a post that was made by one of my colleagues, Philbert John. Where Philbert was in his own style, advocating for some groups, some special groups in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Right.
And what I remember, he included 4 groups: children, women, the elderly, and the disabled. I think those were the 4 groups that Dr. Richard said Mr. John included. And I want to declare that I belong to 2 of those groups. Jillian, I am elderly, and I am disabled.
Okay.
I
I
guess
was
a
not
double
aware of
portion.
that, though.
You're not aware?
No, I know very little about you. And I think you'd like to keep it that way. I think you seem like a person who value his privacy.
Yes, I value many things, yes. Okay. Including my privacy. Yeah. Right. But that's exactly what Dr. Richard was addressing, the value that is placed on these groups of persons. My contention is not so much the value. That is wrong here. But as an individual, I can deal with that because I know my value. Okay. I know what I'm worth. My issue is the discrimination that these groups suffer. Especially,
could you elaborate on some of these, or give us some examples of the discrimination that the elderly face here in SVG?
Yes, well, we spoke about some of them yesterday, and we can talk a bit more about some more practical ones, the way they're treated on the buses. Okay. They have conductors pushing them in a van as though they are.
Some of them, and that's very true. I've seen people. I've actually stopped taking certain vans because of the way I've seen them treat the elderly, and that's just the icing right there. That's not even the half of it.
Yes, they treat them as their luggage. They push them in and drag them out. We have the issue of access. Access to public buildings,
public facilities, in terms of if they have a wheelchair, they're wheelchair bound, or in terms of what else?
Yes, even in situation where on the ground floor, persons are building modern buildings with steps. And I think, given all that we know now, that any architect designing a building now will ensure that even before there's a step, there's a ramp. Because the ramp is not only useful for wheelchair, it's useful for those who have a little issue in their legs as well. And sometimes it's a lot easier to use the ramp, even though you're walking, than to use a step. Or to use stairs. I remember dealing with a membership organization, a credit union, and I pointed out that to them that you have built this building in this modern age, and it's not Gecko. It's a building that was built from the ground up, and you are operating on an upper level, and you don't even have a ramp to accommodate your members, many of whom are elderly and who have served what brought the organization to where it is.
Mr. Weeks, real quick, right? You have affiliation to one of the you're affiliated with one of the political parties, yeah? Or you were? Because I know back when some of these buildings were going up, I mean, maybe you would have had some political persuasion to put that in there, or no? No?
Dylan, you're doing like what most of you're following the majority, man. You're making assumptions.
It was a question. It wasn't a statement. It was a question.
No.
It wasn't a
you
statement. You can hear it on the end.
Are you going to listen to me?
Of course.
Okay.
That's why I'm here.
All right. You said, quoting you, I know you have affiliation.
You
to
don't
one
have
of the political parties.
so you don't have any affiliations with them?
No, I openly support a political party. I am not a member of any political party. I am not an advisor.
So I should have said sway. I should have used the word sway. Like, okay, let me, you know what? Just so I don't get any trouble with you, because I understand you have to be real cautious, right?
No, I don't have to be cautious.
Okay, well, I don't want you to get the wrong impression. So, would you at that time have been able to influence any kind of change?
To what?
At that point, you know.
At what point and to what?
With all these buildings going up where they didn't have access for the elderly.
I only had influence in as much as the members of this public had.
Oh, okay.
Don't get tricked by the commentary I do here.
Okay.
I am here just as any other member of the public, Julian.
Okay.
Don't get tricked by that. But I want to go back to where I was talking.
Go ahead.
The discrimination that these persons faced. And a major one that I particularly find amazing and sometimes amusing is that I will be doing business with an individual representing a business, whether it's at the bank, it's at the credit union, or elsewhere. And I would be standing there speaking to the person attending to me. And rather than speak to me, they speak to the person who is with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I always find that amusing. And these are some of the things that we face as special groups. And then when I say special, I don't mean important. Special meaning that we have certain characteristics that define us in our society. I am happy that the government is reforming the legislation to protect and to deal with the disabled. I heard in the news some time ago that they were having a consultation, and I thought that is something I should be involved in. I thought I must be involved in that, and I forgot to call the ministry because all you had was in the news. There was no invitation, there was no indication as to how you, an individual stakeholder, can attend these consultations. And I thought I will call the ministry responsible to get information. And before you know, it seemed as the consultation was held. And I'm saying, if I, as an individual who speak here on a regular basis, I think I pay attention to what's going on in St. Vincent. And I had no indication as to how you get involved in that process. I wonder, those who are really stakeholders, how they participated, how they got the information to participate. And I say that to say that is all part of the discrimination that we suffer.
Maybe it's a platform they sent it out on, I'm just throwing that in there. But I understand what you're saying. I think sometimes we treat the disabled like they're invisible. Not much thought is given, unless it is drawn to their attention.
Right.
But I understand what you're saying.
This morning, if anybody who has responsibility to be looking after and looking out for the disabled you need to really take the disabled into, or any special group for that matter, you really need to take them into consideration. And in a situation like this where you are having a consultation on a matter that is to benefit and to protect this interest group, the information should be provided so that all interested parties, all the stakeholders can participate effectively. I just want to leave that there. I want to go on to the topic that you guys were, one of the topics that you were discussing this morning.
Real quick before you move on, someone asked a question. If I can just get that in there real quick.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, someone asked, does the ODD still exist, Mr. Weeks?
That was ask the person for the answer.
Okay. Well, I'm sure they're listening, so
yes, let them give you the answer.
All right. Someone said, whilst you're at it, Mr. Weeks, you seem to focus on physical and medical disabilities. Speak of the social and psychological disabilities that are mocked on the political platforms when the political season is in full gear. Anything on that?
Well, I can't speak about everything in this 5 minutes. Yes, but there's need for that too. And well, it's not just mental disability, but mental health generally is something, and that's a huge issue that must be addressed as well. And it is something that I have an interest in as well.
Actually, they said medical
Medical what?
Medical disabilities. I'm
What
not
is
sure.
that?
I'm not sure if you meant to say mental, but that's what's there.
What's a medical disability? I don't understand the term.
Unable to get your medical needs seen to. There are a lot of people who have medical issues where, and the elderly too, a lot of elderly that have to get their prescriptions and have no means of getting it, whether it's because they can't go out or they can't afford it. So I won't push it aside. I won't disregard it.
Jillian, I want to speak about the cruise ship, the job fair that they are holding in St. Vincent, the cruise company, and the job fair that they are holding in St. Vincent. And the impact that can have on our country. By the way, St. Vincent is not the only place where these ships are recruiting. It seems as though coming out of the pandemic, a shift is being made, maybe from recruiting persons from far away, from Asia in particular. This is an assumption that I'm making. So they're making the shift to recruiting persons from closer to their home port. And as a result, they want to recruit 2,000 persons from Grenada, 2,000 from St. Lucia, 2,000 from St. Vincent, and much more than that from Barbados. I don't remember the number, but I am confident. I know. I heard the number before, and it's a lot more than 2,000. I'm sorry about that, listeners. It's the environment I'm in. In the case of St. Vincent folks, that can have a serious impact on St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We have a small workforce. I don't think it is quite 45,000. And what I mean by workforce, the workforce are those members of your population who are employed or looking for employment. So you are either employed, and if you're not employed, you are willing and able to work, and you're taking steps to look for work. That's what makes up the labor force. And we have about, I think it's less than 45,000, maybe 40,000 thereabouts, such persons in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And if one company was to employ 2,000 of those, that is more than 1 percentage point of the labor force, I think. It's a serious matter.
It definitely is. It really is. And I hope if somebody is listening that they're able to, make some suggestions to the powers that be.
It is going to have an impact on certain economic activities in St. Vincent. It is going to reduce, because certainly the cruise ship, the cruise company will employ persons with certain skills, persons who have the experience, and persons who have the training. And these are some of the same persons that we are expecting to work with in the hotels that we are currently moving towards constructing. Now, what this means is that there are certain institutions in St. Vincent that has to take note of the potential fallout from this and to get themselves ready.
Mr. Weeks, just giving you a quick reminder, we have to wrap up, huh?
Yes. So I can end there. I'm just saying that there are, for example, the technical college, they ought to get themselves ready to respond to any particular situation where in quick time they can train and deliver persons to work where they are needed. Other than that, it will appear as though there is significant unemployment in the country, but there will be not sufficient persons to fill these positions, and we will give investors an opportunity to make a case to bring in their employees from elsewhere.
Okay.
That's my contribution.
Did you say appear? It would appear as if?
As if what? Yeah. Remind me.
No, you
Complete
just said it would appear as if we have a significant unemployment issue. Is that what you said?
The statement did not end there.
I know it didn't. It's
the
word appear. Okay.
That's only part of the statement. I said it would appear as though we have a significant unemployment issue.
I know. I was just focusing on the word appear. Yeah, but we don't have time to get into it. I was just yeah.
You seem to love an argument,
Oh my gosh. Why ain't you doing something? All right, thank you so much, and enjoy.
You have a great day.
You too, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Weeks, oh my gosh. Mr. Weeks, I love an argument.
Oh gosh.
All right, guys. We got a few minutes until it's 9 o'clock. Real quick, Mari, do you want to get out any comments, or you just want to get right into it?
Let's do the top and
we have some we got some ads. Yeah.
Ads and then the top.
All right. A quick reminder: don't forget the 20th anniversary. So go out and celebrate with Bomani and friends. And when I say friends, I mean all the guests that he's gonna be having appearing. Some high-profile celebrities like Luther, Fire Empress, Mazza, Chanel McKenzie, Johnny Rebel, and Keto, and more. All right, they're backed by the band High Profile and a musical ensemble that you cannot miss out on. The event packages dinner, show, and dance. VIP tickets $200, semi-inclusive VIP $150, general entry tickets $60. Ticket outlets: Career City Store, Schmood, Juice Bar, and Cell World. This event is sponsored by BOSVG, National Property, CDC, Sunset Shores Beach Hotel, SVG Tourism Authority, ECGC, Standard Shippers, Geku, Careers Hazels, Careers Distribution Limited, Building and Loan, and Boom 1069. Good morning to the folks at Max Pizza and Kitchen in Beckway. Those of you at Pharmacy Plus, shout out you guys at Randy's Supermarket, and all of the various businesses locked on right now.
May 28th, join the celebration at Grateful Bomani. 20 years of ragga and soca. Make your way to the Sunset Shores Beach Hotel for a night of live performances from Bomani and special guests Luta, Fire Empress, Mazar, Kido, Chanel Mackenzie, Johnny Rebel, and more. All backed by the high-profile band and the musical ensemble. So come out and celebrate at Grateful Bomani. 20 years of ragga and soca. Saturday, May 28th at Sunset Shores Beach Hotel.
The National Lotteries Authority introduces the Lotto app for all Android and iPhones. Your free download available at nlasvg.com. Whether at home, work, or simply having fun, get all NLA game results at your fingertips. View all draws of the National Lotteries Authority on your handset or tablet with the user-friendly Lotto app. Download today at nlasvg.com. The Lotto app.
District Stairs is offering an Easter special designed to floor you. 10% off laminate, vinyl, hardwood, tiles, you name it. We've got you covered if you're looking for durability, versatility, and an array of colors, shapes, and sizes. We offer customized services from start to finish. WhatsApp District Stairs at 1289-200-7649 or check out districtstairs.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for special promotions. Free shipping to SVG for April.
General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood. So go on, compare prices. And if by chance you find a better price, no stress. Just talk to the General and they will beat that price plus give you special priority delivery. Yes, General Hardware offers free island-wide delivery on most purchases. So you never have to worry about getting your goods on site on time. Plus, shopping at General Hardware is a pleasant experience with friendly, knowledgeable staff always ready to serve. What more could you wish for, huh? So come to General Hardware for proper service, lowest prices, free delivery, and see why nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood. So go on, compare prices. And if by chance you find a better price, no stress. Just talk to the General and they will beat that price plus give you special priority delivery. Yes, General Hardware offers free island-wide delivery on most purchases. So you never have to worry about getting your goods on site on time.
Isn't it good to know that no matter where you are, you're covered? Covered by a company owned by Vincentians that understands your unique insurance needs. At Metrosint General Insurance Company, we've invested 50 years of service to guarantee that you have the peace of mind that you deserve. When it comes to motor vehicle, property, employer's liability, business insurance, and much more, we've got you covered. Our professional and friendly staff understands your needs and ensures you understand your options. Metrosint General Insurance Company.
What you do? See, suspect, say. Among friends and families. See, suspect, say. In the schools and communities. Children of the future. They depend on you. Report to the authorities. That's what you should do. You'll see these signs. Do what's right. Put a stop to child abuse. See, suspect, say. Among friends and families, a message from the Child Development Division within the Ministry of National Mobilization in collaboration with UNICEF.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Soca Team Boom, we would like to welcome you on board Flight 1069, mission St. Vincent and the Grenadines Carnival. Soca Aviation regulations requires that you fet with the Soca Team for the duration of this flight.
this is Cap in this thing, man. On the flight 1069 with the Boom Soca team. Real steel.
They don't know your boy Casper G on flight 1069. Boom Soca team. Don't play with it.
And the shouting, hey, dicey call, flight 1069, boom, soca team, destination Vincimas. Hey, tell them chemistry, let the gas mask.
Once again, welcome on board and enjoy flight 1069 with the Boom Soca team.
Tell them say them tired of the lame thing. Some of them and them just overbearing. All of them just coming with the same thing. Son for the girl them so you know it's not a play thing. She don't want no mains, she don't want no AK. I just see rifle, I just see rifle. She don't want no mains, she don't want no AK. I just see rifle, I just see rifle. Rifle wine, 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 rifle wine. Take shots, yo. Take shots, take shots, yo. Take shots, take shots, yo. Take shots, take shots, yo. She got plug in and she back. Son in the front. Zuki sending shots. Tell Coma bring the rum. They feel we come to play. Girl bring the body day. Then we walk it all night and walk it all day. Cause she don't want no mains. She don't want no AK. I just see rifle. I just see rifle. She don't want no mains. She don't want no AK. I just see rifle. I just see rifle. Rifle wine, 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 rifle. Take shots, yo. Take shots, yo. Take shots, yo. Take shots, yo. Tell them say them tired of the lame thing. Some of them and them just overbearing. All of them just coming with the same thing. Son for the girl them so you know it's not a play thing. She don't want no mains, she don't want no AK. I just see rifle, I just see rifle. She don't want no mains, she don't want no AK. I just see rifle.
I'm at a stage in my life. I don't want no worries, want no fight. I just wanna live my life right. Cause you're taking me to higher heights. To higher heights. A stage in my life where we just good vibes only and good times only. So stay out with your bad vibe, but like I say we don't have time. Hey yo, right now, man living it up, and every pocket must full, so we feeling it up. Me keep my dreams in my life, never giving it up. From the bottom to the top, me say me building it up. Me just a chill and just a hold a mate. Bad mind people, me no study them. Secure the bag every penny them. Me stick to my family, not to friendly friend. I'm at a stage in my life. I don't want no worries, want no fight. I just wanna live my life right. Cause you're taking me to higher heights. To higher heights. I stayed in my life where we just good vibes only and good times only. So stay out with your bad vibe, and I'm not saying you don't have to pay yo. Find me behind a truck, I take a shot. Behind a girl, I know I want to turn me the band. I take a shot behind a girl, I know I want to. Cause I'm feeling like a rap jet. I want to jump up with a big flag. I'm feeling compass, I'm feeling no shock. I want to jump up with a big flag. I'm feeling compass. You know the drum struck. Yeah man, I fell in love with the bottle. Feelings in the air, me and it is a couple. And don't call the back, we are rolling with no duffel. Can't settle, even me house and ruffle.
So when I drink the rum and I'm falling down, more pace I ain't slowing down. Jumping up like Donkey Kong, get you and run up and rolling down. Tell them I say, anyway that we did is a maxi. Let's play so if you're looking for me.
Behind a truck, I take a shot. Behind a girl, I know I want to. In the body, I take a shot. Behind a girl, I know I want to. Cause I'm feeling this market, have a problem. It's early morning, I need to solve them. I need to play them and play it off them. I need some more like rum and a coffin. And they go see them till they more
Take your pick up till your mother go. Boja till your mother go. Take your pick up till your mother go. We don't take and take your mother drop. People on nostra. She says she riding it until the horse dead. They say you're full of lyrics like on a floor. And when you're stepping up, I step up on the don't check me, they like my technique. Blow like a referee, kicking like technique. Jab on no feather with possessing heavy. Don't stress me, they can't kill my head.
Don't stand up when they party, but don't stand up. Jump and wave your rap, don't stand up. Get something to drink. Really come here to be here, but don't stand up. Drinking rum and jump, don't stand up. Rolling on the ground, don't stand up. Girls and winding wrong. Really come here to shell it down. Stage shows and the big flag waving. All on top the fence, we not behaving. Everything in the venue, we racing. On the road, we on the jump, we swinging. Don't stand up, head done, bad up. Jamming on a girl and a big fan up. Music loud, make it put your hand up. We have the crowd moving like one up. Dirty bad with our squad and gal. History making for carnival. Move around and show me your map. Stop it until you build it. Mash up, bro. Mash up stage show and mash up, bro. Mash up with fret and mash up, bro. Mash up all right, all way people. Mash up more like I'm on there too. Mash up Tuesday and let them know. You know your friend, and now we don't orange. You tell me stop drinking, what's your job in me? Side in my side, now it's your job in me. I want to settle down, what is job in me? Never felt a party, it's your job in me. You tell me stop drinking, what's your job in me? Side in my side, now it's your job in me. I want to settle down, what is job in me? Never felt a party, it's your job in me. Straight away, straight away, straight away, straight away, straight away, yeah, straight away, straight away, straight away, straight away, yeah, straight away, straight away, straight away, straight away, straight away, straight away. When you say me already, man, not even the art. Me mother tell me this, so I gave from a small. From a little boy, I've been addicted to oil. That give me a healing, it just give me a drop. You tell me stop drinking, what's your job in me? Send him aside, now it's your job in me. I want to settle them, what is job in me? Never let a party, it's your job in me. You tell me stop drinking, what's your job in me? Send him aside, now it's your job in me. I want to settle them, what is job in me? Never let a party, it's your job in me.
Jenna, 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 mad. Jenna, 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 Jenna. Jenna, 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 mad. Jenna, 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 mad. Jenna, 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 Jenna. I got the place governed, I got the place governed. Do what you want, do what you want. I got the place governed, I got the place governed. Do what you want, do what you want. I got the place governed, I got the place governed. Do what you want, do what you want. I got the place governed, I got the place governed. Do what you want, do what you want. Say none of them can hold I down. They try to tie down. They want to take my song, boy. When them ready to me, tell them come. Now you can have back down. I will defend my ground, boy. If them say mash up the place, now we don't start. If them say we down the gate, now we don't start. If them say get in a band, now we don't start. And every woman to a man, now we don't start. Boy, I got the place governed. I got the place governed. Do what you want, do what you want. I got the place governed. I got the place governed. Do what you want, do what you want.
Talking
girl.
I wanna know.
How you managing all a bumper girl?
I wanna know.
Look like you need them with that bumper girl. When they say getting too heavy for you, they put that bumper on the ground, on the ground, on the. Press it down, on the ground, on the ground, on the. Put your bumper on the ground, on the ground, on the. Press it down, on the ground, on the ground, on the.
Yo, I say, hey, don't mention. Hey, your answer my question. Why you back in the people street and you're not on the pedestal? Say I'm coming in your direction. Cause it means a distraction. Every time they jump off, every man I get an erection. But that bomb body, I met every man weak. But I never retreat. Up your body. Bomb body, I met every man talk. Every time you walk past, get a deal.
Oh, you carrying all a bumper girl.
I wanna know.
You managing all a bumper girl.
I wanna know.
Look like you need them with that bumper girl. When they say getting too heavy for you, they put that bumper. Walk up, walk up. You like shoot what I said. Hey, hey.
I can't when I went for girl, you know I damage waistline. But when I chick, and you know me back prime. Sweat man sweating, Papa can't roll me. But me hands so she like a coconut tree. This girl come to me, then she bend over. She friend look and see, and she run over. If they could damage me, I could have run two machines. But if you and your friend think I stop, let me stop, let me stop, let me stop, let me stop. You feel like stop, let me stop, let me stop, let me stop, let me stop. Shut up, this rock.
Get on board the Soca flight with in-flight entertainment from your favorite Soca artists, performing live in concert and streaming live every afternoon.
We got the place covered, no doubt about it. Definitely, and you're on board the right flight. Make sure you check your seat numbers. Make sure it corresponds. But you need to check your seat number. You need to check your seat number, Bert.
Bert stormed the plane.
Listen, you guys are so miserable sometimes. But
Bert, where your boarding pass?
You.
Yeah, your boarding pass, Bert. Let me see your documents.
What telling your diplomatic passport?
Motto work. Big up to you, but Winston, Leroy, all you guys who are always coming through. Big up yourself. Shay, good morning to you. Also, those of you who are celebrating birthdays today or this week, happy birthday to you. Do you know anybody?
Nobody. Jill's birth? No, I don't know.
No, you don't. You know nothing about me.
My birthday coming up soon, though.
Good.
One and done.
Real
That birthday.
No. I said my birthday's coming up.
Oh, okay.
When is your birthday?
July.
That's not soon.
That's soon.
But Shady,
we almost in June. Then
my birthday is July as well, but I don't think that's soon.
A carnival, baby. No.
I was
close?
conceiving around carnival time.
Like how close? How close?
Like two days after,
Okay.
3 days after carnival.
See?
It normally sometimes it falls within the carnival.
Okay.
So,
all right.
So
Now,
putting it out there. It's the 9th of July.
I don't forget that already.
9th of July.
I believe you. I remember Mari was supposed to send me something, a document, a very important document. I remember Mari 3 times right after. Up to now, I have yet to see this document.
He's like, how old it?
Oh my gosh. Guys, don't forget, coming up, we have
Dr.
Richards coming through, and I'm looking forward to hearing what he has to say, because I want to ask him about this whole situation where the Caribbean countries are being urged to guarantee the safety of the LBGT community.
Hey, there's some letters missing now.
Probably listen, Mr. Ravello, I can't keep track of these. Okay, let me get it right. LBGTQ individuals.
What would that stand for again?
And lesbian. I don't know. Let Mario tell you.
Gay, bisexuals, transsexual.
What else?
Queer.
All right.
Plus.
Yes.
There's plus and there's the thorough plus there too.
Someone just said the alphabet people.
You see on your
that.
bad laughing at the peoples. No, but that's what they call that's how they refer to them back in the States as well too.
Okay, we have a call. Let me take this call real quick. Good morning. Good morning.
Go with that one.
All right.
You gotta hang up and they'll call back. But my thing is, I have no problems treating people with respect, huh? But there's a picture with one of the guys there just looking like Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs. He just opened up and he having a real pretty speedo. It looks like a rainbow speedo. I nothing wrong with me. Why you had to be so flamboyant with it?
Why do you think they have the rainbow colors? I mean,
Very colorful.
And I want a rainbow speedo.
On OMG, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
I'm glad you raised that topic because that is something that I just can't appreciate. Never mind. But it only goes to show how outside forces colonize and brainwashing so many different things as black people. And now this thing is coming upon us again from our former colonizers that we must sign up to this thing. I mean, can we or would we ever be able to control our destiny or have what we would like to have as something that is, what word should I use here? I mean, the Bible never encouraged homosexuality, lesbianism, and all these things. I don't know if the Bible is of any significance to these happenings right now, because there are people who tell you we live in a different world, we live in a different age. So much so that some of these people brought out a dictionary, which I would have liked to see some few years ago, contradicting what the Bible had to tell us, wanting us to change our mindset. So, I mean, it's interesting to hear what my good friend Pastor Richards have to say about this, because
I feel the same way. I'm looking forward to
our people all the time. And I'm so sorry for those young ones. I remember William and Kate, royal people I'm talking about, when they went down under, that is Australia, they went on some tour to Australia and New Zealand. I remember there was a gathering with little children. Parents were asked to bring, because they had this little baby boy or girl, I can't remember if it was a boy or girl with them, to come and, have a session with him and meet him and, and so on. And to my surprise, you had two men as a couple turning up with their child. Now, how the hell they make up that child? Huh? I mean, the world is really a sinful world in truth, I don't know. I mean, that's why I always say I'm not a Christian, because I can't follow these Christian principles if that's how we accepting it. Huh? We are still at the mercy of those powerful people up north. I hope I make sense. Thank you.
Yes, you do, and thank you.
The powerful people up north.
You're taking offense.
I
feel like coming on.
Not
He's taking
understand.
offense.
So gay homosexuality, bisexuality, that's a white people thing. There's been no
I don't
gay
think anybody
black
said
people.
that. Eh?
But that's what he
the
said.
People up north aren't just white.
So,
all right.
Really?
No, we
So
I don't think.
So who are the colonizers and all of that?
Why can't you just let me be?
No.
I'm trying to be positive, and you gotta make up your mind, Mario. You can't have it both ways.
I'm not trying to have anything both ways.
You want to make sure we're inclusive in everything.
I am just saying,
and not
that.
have me say white people all the time.
I'm just thinking that it's narrow-minded. You can't say that
the people up north.
You can't say that white people bring gay. That wasn't brought by white people.
Please note he's not talking about me because I didn't say that. I just want to put that out there. All right. But
I've heard you say that. Anyways.
I stop. You see why the past can't stay in the past? You see, because we can't move on. Let it go. I'm trying my very best to watch how my adjectives and all of that, my pronouns, my adjective. I gotta make sure my English is on point these days. I try really hard, and let's not bring that up.
So I hear people say that that the Bible has no reference, etc., etc., etc. But I mean, there's stuff like permitting a woman to teach or have authority over a man. She is to keep silent. That's in the Bible. Should you keep silent, Joe?
Mari just broke my filter. So just give me a minute. You kind of broke my filter there. Everything just wants to come out.
But tell me. But you can't. But it is. You are to remain silent.
That's what broke it. But and it's how you said it, huh? But
or when a slave owner strikes a male or female slave with a rod and the slave dies immediately, the owner shall be punished. But if the slave survives a day or two, there's no punishment, for the slave is the owner's property.
I just want to mention, all those are in the Old Testament. Wait, let me finish.
The Bible.
I know. It's in the Old Testament, and yes, it's in the Bible. And we do not.
What do we do?
Hold on. Why did you bring that up? I try very hard not to argue about the Bible or discuss it to a point where it's going to create friction to this point. And like I said, my filter is broken and I have a hard time saying what I can't craft what I want to say properly.
All I'm saying is if you're going to say that things are going awry because people aren't paying attention to the Bible anymore, then let's pay attention.
Not only that, but in the Caribbean, some of our moral values and standards are taken from the Bible, and most of the Caribbean islands claim to be Christian, God-fearing people. Honestly, this is an agenda that was being pushed for a while, giving the LGBT community the rights and respects here in the Caribbean, as in terms of marriage recognition and all of that. It was being pushed for a while, and due to certain changes in the laws, I think eventually some islands are going to cave, and I think it's already started. The Virgin Islands, I think.
Going to cave? I don't understand how you say people are going to cave to treating people with respect.
No, I don't think it's about that.
So what is it about?
Okay, we are asked to treat the LGBT community with respect,
right?
And I'm all for that,
right?
But it's a two-way street, because they also have to treat us with respect in terms of, don't try to push your agenda on us. Respect the fact that we don't agree with your lifestyle. And in the same breath, I don't think, we're not supposed to judge. It is not for us to judge. Let God deal with what they're doing. It's not for us to judge. So I'm going to just end on that. We have a caller,
I don't
right?
understand. How are they disrespecting you by being gay? How are they pushing their agenda by being gay?
No, it's not about being gay.
Or about asking to be respected or asking to get married.
They're not just asking
so what are they
to
asking
be respected.
For? So what are they asking?
When you come. Good morning. You're live on OMG.
Yes. Good morning, Jill. Good morning, Mario.
Hey. Good morning.
Do you have a special topic this morning?
So what now? You weren't listening to us? You just called?
I just tuned in, and I heard when Mario was trying to diss you, Mario.
Oi.
And let me tell you, it's working so hard. And Jill, you have a wonderful voice.
Thank you.
You have a wonderful voice. It fits anything you do on radio. Your English is proper.
Thank you.
And anyone will sit down and listen to you for a whole day or two. Right, and what you do, you're one of my favorite fans on radio because of the way you approach it, the way you speak, and so forth. And you've been doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Otherwise than that, Mario, give her easy time, please. With let me say here now, you've been talking a bit about Christians and so forth. Well, me really a church going guy as much. I go to church, yes, but women should have a voice, and everyone should have a voice in speaking. And I don't think a woman should be humbled as much as a man. A woman should be outspoken, providing whatever she says makes sense and bring something right to the family and to the table. And each and everyone's supposed to sit down and we're supposed to listen to each other.
Right.
It took me a while before I could really understand. When I was growing up, my parents used to be talking to me. Now that I have my children, I understand every single thing that they've been telling me, because now I have to start pushing it to my kids to make them a better person and to come up with respect and understanding in this world or in this country. Because discipline is one of the things we have to start practicing at home. And if we don't do that, we're not going to be nowhere. Once you have discipline within yourself and your family and your children, and they can go out to meet the outer world, things will be good. And I think that is part of being a Christian also too, because I look at a lot of Bible pictures and so, like Jesus of Nazareth and so forth, and I've been influenced by a lot of those things. And with bringing up someone, and you have a little bit of the Bible. One of the major things in the Bible that I always tell my children, and it only comes with a promise. That's the only part. It said, honor your mother and your father, and your day should be longer. That's the one I love. And I show enough respect to my mother and father and my grandparents, and I bring my children up to do the same thing. So I think everyone should have a voice. I don't think you should be telling Jill she should be humble and this and no. She has a voice. Every woman and should have a voice. And women need to speak out more, because right now in St. Vincent, we have a problem of women brutalizing women, woman brutality, and a lot of things have been happening to women. And the Christians who we're looking up to supposed to come out and speak as a Christian council for a lot of things that's been happening in this country. You're not hearing the Christian council and so forth coming out and speaking and saying anything about it.
And that's what I was talking about yesterday when I'm saying the leaders of the Christian community, they're not putting on their armor and being the warriors they're supposed to be and stand up for these rights.
Exactly. And when you have these kind of thing and they're not doing what they're supposed to do, how they want us to look up to them. How they want us to look up to them. You are the Christian council. They play a vital role in this country, They play a vital role in this country. And if they don't speak out for the wrongs that they're seeing happening, right, it's going to continue, because our women, we have to respect our women. We have to. And also the women have to give us our respect, right?
Very
true. Yeah, but to paraphrase and pull a little bit from what Dr. Richard says yesterday, can the Christian Council make you be a better person, Charles? Can they dictate to you that you should be better to your fellow man?
Well,
they do have the influence, though.
I think once you, let me tell you, you to answer you, everybody goes to church. When you go to church, you go to church to listen to your pastor or your minister. He's ministering to you. And he's ministering to you so that you could have an understanding of certain things within the Bible and certain things within God and how they put things and so forth. And that is supposed to be a learning process for us, for you and me. So I think the Christian Council, yes, would play a vital role in each and everybody's life if they put their mind to listen, and what they're saying and doing brings out the natural truth and brings out the correction in it and make it right. Want to speak out for things that is wrong. It is going to help, because they are like our educator. Because we have a lot of people who go to church and depend on their pastor and their priest and whoever. And when they go to church, it's like you're going to school, because they are praying to you and they're telling you about God, and they have to make you believe what they're saying, because what they're saying, we're looking at it as the truth. And therefore, we are on a learning process there. So we have to take it, right? So they have a vital role to play.
Definitely.
And for what is happening with women in St. Vincent as a whole, as a man, a woman is my mother, and I feel it because they're not enough is not doing for women in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Have a wonderful day, gentlemen and
And lady. Yeah, definitely. But I think Charles didn't hear the context of me telling you that you need to be silenced. No? I think Charles came in and heard and thought I was just telling you, Jill, shut up. That is not the case. I was quoting something from the Bible.
We have a caller. Good morning.
We missed it. It was a little too slow on the draw.
All right. I just want to put this in, right? In terms of the last question you asked.
Yes.
Now, if you're, let me just say this real quick.
Yes.
The Bible is a tool that's given to you to use as guidelines in the way you should live and conduct your life. Now, as a leader, if you cannot influence your congregation through your actions and the tools that you have, which is the Bible, then you shouldn't be a leader. Am I wrong in saying that? If you cannot influence through example and through the tools you have, what are you doing there? Why do you think they put you there? To be an example and to influence the people. And you're supposed, if I get it correctly, you're armed with the Holy Spirit, and that Spirit is supposed to be guiding you and be seen through others. And that's what pulls people to you. Let me just put that out there. So they definitely, they can influence. And by you going to church and listening to what they have to say and listening to the word of God and being moved by it, that's supposed to bring you to God. I mean, from my understanding of it. But all I'm saying is that people... Good morning, you're live on OMG.
Yeah, good morning, Jill. You brought me back there with what you just had to say.
Thank you.
You just brought me back there with what you had to say, because I tell you something. I had an experience within my own church. Wait, just a minute.
Hello?
Yeah. So I was making the point, I had an experience within my own church some years ago now, where this high clergyman told me a lie. And I couldn't believe, that someone like him would have told me a lie. And that's where my life changed. When I say my life changed, in relation to the church and what they tell you sometimes, because you put all your trust in the church. There was a time in this country when you were afraid to walk near to a church because it was seen as holy ground, a holy sanctuary. Nowadays, people going to church fight because I remember some years ago there was a graduation of the Catholic church in Kingston, and the fighting broke out there. Blood stain. I collected one of the programs and it had blood stain on it. So, and I have said for a long time now, the church has lost its moral authority. It's contaminated by all kinds of dangerous elements, from politicians right across the board. So those of us who have a different belief and understanding of the role the church has to play, it has left us with a lot of suspicion. Well, Dave Roberts, for instance. So that's why I speak like that. So the church has lost its way, and yes, there are those who have good intentions and will quote the Bible, quote the scripture. And we're living in a world now where everything is coming to us live and direct, and we have to use our heads. We have to use our heads more and know how to get to this.
Thank you.
I know Pastor was just going to address that. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you, Mr. Roberts. Real quick, I think that's our problem. We believe too much in I don't want to say the church. You're supposed to believe in God. You go to worship God. I'm not saying you're supposed to, all right? But if you're a religious person and that is your aim, if God is who you serve, then that's who you're supposed to believe in, not man, not the man who's preaching. If he lies to you, that really shouldn't You see, you know what? I will contradict that. You know what? Let me just step back.
I'm out of that discussion.
Because I will contradict that with something I was about to say.
I'm not even qualified to be part of that discussion.
Good morning. OMG in the morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning, Jill Mario.
Good morning.
Person listening.
Y'all stir up a big.
I often hear the Christian council being bashed. I'm not a member of the Christian council, but I'm a member of the church that would make up the Christian council. And I often wonder if the persons who constantly bash the Christian council, if they listen to sermons from various denominations, whether it's a Baptist, whether it's a Pentecostal, whether it is evangelical, whether it is a Methodist, whether it is a Catholic, whether it is an Anglican, whether it is so many different denominations we have in cities. Because on a constant basis, preachers at these institutions preach against a number of the ills in our society. But what many people in our society do is we blank them. If I don't like Pastor Richards, I'm not going to listen to him.
Right.
If I don't like the Anglican bishop, I will not listen to him. If I don't like this Baptist preacher up there, I won't listen to him. And it goes around the whole spectrum. And they have constantly been preaching, not now, over many years, about the ills in our society and what people need to do. The thing is, I could go to church every Sunday. I could listen to the preachers. I could listen to all the services. But it is within me and that individual to reflect on what is being said and carry out what I think is right relative to it.
They can't make you do it.
They can't make you do it.
Very
But we bash the Christian council. Indirectly, it's really sometimes it is preachers we bash. If we love a preacher, if he runs up and down and he screams and sometimes they don't know what he says, he says, oh yeah, he's a good preacher. But a preacher who goes there and preaches a sermon that touches on a number of things within our society. You know what sometimes people in the congregation do? They stoops, you know. Whether they bring it out in their mind and say, what are you talking about? You can't change that or they can't change it. It is with the individuals. And I think a lot of the bashing, most of the bashing, if not all, that the Christian council gets, it is really not justified. And it cannot be justified based on what I've heard with respect to a number of things. And I think sometimes we have to listen to a number of things because all we say, oh, what are the Christians doing? What are the Christian council doing? What are we doing as individuals? That is the whole thing. You notice the big hue and cry, and I'm not against it, that persons are making since the discovery of the young lady who was murdered. And we're carrying on about, and we need this, and women are being bashed, and this are being that, and the other being the other. I have seen instances, I show you guys saw it in the paper, some time ago a lady was beaten by her boyfriend with a hammer, and what and what. And then the police told you, hey, every time we want to carry forward the case, the lady said, no, I don't want you locked up. And then you have all those in the closet who are being brutalized all over. And sometimes psychological brutality is worse than physical brutality. Because the physical may not be something that you see out there, but that's psychological thing. And we know it. We cannot live in self-denial. And I think persons have to take a grip of these things. And again, we see it at all different spheres of our life, whether it is political, whether it is religious, whether it is our socialization, among all the other things. Listen to some of the tunes in them that these guys pumping up now. Listen to them. I listen to something that's supposed to be a tune, and I'm going to finish on this one because I'm a person who loves my music and all of that. And I'm like, what is this guy singing? Woman tell her daughter tie she cat.
Why
repeat that garbage, total garbage. I mean, he might say, oh, this is my thing, and they might say, oh, this old guy, oh, this young people thing. But it is the same young people we want to protect. We want to protect our children, and we want to protect other people's children, but we promote certain things, and we say, oh, let it free up, let it thing. Have a nice day, guys.
All right, take it easy, my friend. All right, we've got a quick commercial break, and of course, make way for Dr. Richards after that. See, I'm running from that engagement. I see your mouth trembling like you want to engage me. I'm not saying anything, Jill. Let's do a commercial break and make way for Dr. Richards, all right?
Real quick before we go, we got you got Flo? You got Flo? Yeah.
I ain't got no flow yet. I got Flo.
You got Flo. Give him that. Drop the flow. Drop the flow.
Here's if I can bring Flo up into the front, yeah? Okay, Jill just dropped it on me, so we're gonna do it right now like this. Make the switch to Flow for free today and keep your number. Plus, enjoy 24 gigs of island-wide LTE data. Terms and conditions apply. Flow, keeping you connected.
All right, good morning and shout out to the folks at Randy's Supermarket. Remember, Randy's Supermarket and Bakery in Diamond, they're here to serve you. They're conveniently open from Monday to Thursday, 7 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. And on Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Also introducing Randy's Diamond Wholesale and Hardware. Their opening hours are 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So check them out today. You can call them 784-456-8765.
Isn't it good to know that no matter where you are, you're covered? Covered by a company owned by Vincentians that understands your unique insurance needs. At Metrosynth General Insurance Company, we've invested 50 years of service to guarantee that you have the peace of mind that you deserve. When it comes to motor vehicle, property, employer's liability, business insurance, and much more, we've got you covered. Our professional and friendly staff understands your needs and ensures you understand your options. Metrosynth General Insurance Company. Call us today at 784-456-1821 or email us at metrosynth@fintosurf.com.
Saturday, May 28th, join the celebration at Grateful Bomani. 20 years of ragga and soca. Make your way to the Sunset Shores Beach Hotel for a night of live performances from Bomani and special guests Luta, Fire Empress, Mansar, Kido, Chanel Mackenzie, Johnny Rebel, and more. All backed by the high-profile band and the musical ensemble. So come out and celebrate at Grateful Bomani. 20 years of ragga and soca. Saturday, May 28th at Sunset Shores Beach Hotel.
At Cashwiz, we buy, sell, and trade almost anything of value. Get cash for gold same day. The highest prices on jewelry, gold, silver, and diamonds are available at Cashwiz. Bring in items in good working condition and cash out instantly. We buy, sell, and trade from gold watches, cars, and more. Need cash for goods instantly? Visit Cashwiz today at Corner Shop Street and Long Lane, Kingstown. For more information, call 451-7777 or visit cashwiz.com. Cashwiz, we buy, trade, or sell almost anything of value.
Thinking of winning the lotto jackpot? Well, there is an easy way. Combo Play. Choose 4 numbers from 1 to 36. That's a combo 4 at a cost of $64. Match any 4 of the 5 numbers and win the lotto jackpot. There's Combo 6, where you purchase 6 numbers for only $12. Match any 5 of the 6 lotto numbers and hit the jackpot. How about Combo 7? That's a purchase of 7 lotto numbers for $42. Match any 5 of the 7 numbers and you will win the jackpot. There are also Combo 3, Combo 8, and Combo 9 lotto plays. Visit the NLA headquarters in Pauls Avenue or WhatsApp 495-6886 for more details. Lotto, you have to be in it to win it.
Hassle-free loans for your every need. Cards have you covered, best believe. Cards Ready Cash is for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all, we on the go. Cards Ready Cash, you already know. We got it all, we on the go. Cards Ready Cash, always ready when you're ready. Let's go.
Cards Ready Cash, ready when you are.
Let's check in with the doc and look at things with a wider lens. Pastor Richards on OMG.
Good morning to you, Pastor Richards.
Hey, good morning, Jill.
Good morning, Doc.
Good morning, Mario. Good morning. Good morning, Shady.
Yes,
I'm not hearing my music in the background, but that's good. That's good. That's good. Not a problem. Not a problem.
We've changed our format, so we can't play reggae and stuff. But we chose something that isn't like a rifle wine kind of song.
I see when you talk about the evolution, they're always changing, always changing. I hope you guys are good. I hope St. Vincent and the Grenadines, you people.
Yes,
I hope my people. I shouldn't say you people, my people.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you're all right. I'm back on
our stream, on our live stream. Yes, folks missed you, sir.
getting my issues resolved. I tell you, I think I prefer this though. You know,
Yes,
I can see the people I'm talking with and
it's like you're in studio. That's good.
Well, after Mario, I'm going to check you right after about an issue. Okay.
All right. Yes,
All
sir.
right. I don't know if it's better to just voice note or text or call. You just let me know. Okay.
All right.
Let me jump into. First of all, before I get into my commentary, I really have to give a nod to Mr. Weeks this morning. I really appreciated his opening salvo in the commentary. He talked about that thing that P. John actually mentioned, how the status of a certain category of people or various categories of people in St. Vincent. P. John could have shaped the way he said it a little bit better, but I got the intent, bringing attention to quote unquote some people on the periphery or marginalized, and Mr. Weeks mentioned some of them this morning. But what really got me, what resonated with me about what Mr. Weeks said is that, this really touched me. You know, he said sometimes he might go to a business place, or he would have someone assisting him, because the visual impairment that he is undergoing, and so he needs assistance with that. And what he said is, they would talk as if he's not even there. They would talk to, he is the main person in the transaction. He is the one who is there to do the thing, and they would talk as if he's not there. And that speaks to the issue of, well, what I'll be talking about. It's as if people who, whether they're visually impaired or hearing impaired or they're mentally impaired, I think that's the one that he had left out, but that's significant this month, mental awareness and removing the stigmatization. We just look at them as lesser than. And what Mr. Weeks said about, Mr. Weeks is a sharp guy. His mental faculties are on point. So you can't argue that. So talk to him. He's there. He's a human being. But because he's visually impaired, you feel like, okay, I can't even address him. I'm going to address somebody else. So again, Mario, and it's not just that particular category, but it's all the categories that Philbert P. John mentioned that we need to up our game when it comes to valuing and how we respect and honor and treat these people, by and large, intelligent, capable, cognitive thinking, reasonable people. We don't need to be putting them down and thinking of them as lesser than. So his commentary finds congruence with what I've been talking about over a period of, I was about to say all week, but actually over a period of time. And I appreciate the support and other voices that will come on board and keep the issue current. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say before I jump into my commentary. I don't know if you guys have a response. I tend to go on and on without pausing. Let me pause.
I actually think you're on point. I wanted to ask your opinion on what do you think about people asking for the safety and the security of the LBGT that would be coming to the Caribbean, for various reasons. Carnival for the most of the Caribbean countries are just around the corner. So I just wanted to know what you think about that. It's an agenda that was being pushed for a while. I don't know if you want to.
I'm not sure if you're referring to some specific event, to be honest.
Not a specific event. There's a story that we have been watching and talking about that just came to our attention, where Caribbean countries are being urged to guarantee the safety of the LGBTQ community. And this is coming from some of the folks, some groups of the United Nations and the International Human Rights Expert. I don't know if you heard about it.
I don't know. I'm jumping into deep waters here because I don't know the specifics, but in general, let me just say this. You have to value people, respect and honor people, even when you don't agree with them. And
that is true. Very true.
And you can't be like go throw back to 20, 30 years before there was so much advocacy for LGBTQ, etc., etc. These were the pariahs, and they were. You would stone people You would, you would do things to their houses, to their property. Once they got labeled, I remember those days. Once they got labeled, and as fitting into a particular category, they were seen as lesser than. They were called names, Mario. Derogatory names. I don't want to call them here on the radio, and they were stigmatized, and I don't know that. Even in recently, I was saying 40 years ago, but recently, I think here in St. Vincent, a couple of people got beaten in town
Yeah.
for sexual orientation. And I am, let me go on record and say, I am absolutely against all of that. That's nonsense. All right. So if you wanted to hear my voice on that, that's not how you address a situation, by attacking the people, by making it ad hominem and saying it's about them. People are going to have, what are we going to do? Extrapolate this into not just the gays that we are against, but extrapolate it against religious discrimination. And if you're not with me religiously, we have a freedom to burn your synagogues and to go into your mosques and kill you, into your churches and shoot up the blacks that are there or whomever that's there. We can't do that. We can't attack people, whether they're gays or Jews or Arabs or whomever. We cannot, Mario. We cannot attack people because we think differently than them. And this is not a current problem. This is an age-old problem.
That's not true. So you're saying if we do this, if we discriminate against them and not allow them and not make sure they feel secured when they come here, that we're opening the floodgates to discrimination on other levels.
I am one of those guys that says what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I'm sorry if I offend people. And in the same way, I want Christians to be protected when they go to other countries and wherever. And if the people are not inclined to do that, then there ought to be laws and legal measures, although that's not ultimately the answer. But there needs to be a level of protection and guarantee that because of your Christian beliefs, that you should not be discriminated against. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. And the slippery slope argument that I've often posited on this, the slippery slope argument is that once you open it up and say, because I hate gays or this or that anything, I don't care about them. And once you open that door, man, I'm telling you, it's going hard to close it to protect your other segments of society. You don't do that. You don't go down that road. You don't bash them. You protect them in the same way you want to protect other members of your society, Mario. You protect them. I know I'm going to offend people by saying that, but it is what it is.
Thank you.
I agree wholeheartedly with that sentiment. I've got nothing to add. I agree.
Yes, I don't want to take up your time with my question. So feel free to go on to what you came to talk about.
Actually, I have a press conference coming up in just a little bit here with National Council of Women. I talk a lot about women's issues, not just because of the triggering catalytic incidences of late here, but people who follow my body of work over a longer period of time know that this is perennial with me, that I talk about things related to women. In fact, on Mother's Day, Jill, well, you've been there. You've been at KBC on some Mother's Day, so those are interesting summers. Not
Definitely.
the typical. Yeah. You remember those, Jill?
Yes, I do.
Not your typical stay at home and do this and white diaper, white baby's bottle.
I'm glad you brought this up too.
So
I'm sure you were listening when Mario brought up the point about women needing. Specifically brought up the Old Testament version where we're supposed to be humble and keep silent.
Proverbs 31.
Proverbs 31
thing. Yeah. Well, I don't, because although there's a lot of value in Proverbs 31 because people have used it to stereotype and present a norm for women.
That wasn't Proverbs 31. That was Timothy 2:12. The new Revised Standard Version, not the King James Version.
Reading up the Bible, Mario.
No woman
reading
to
up the
teach
Bible,
or
Mario.
have authority over a man. She is to keep silent.
from an androcentric culture. Androgamy is something that we have to talk about. So, and like I said, androcentric shaping of some of the things that are in the Bible would preclude a broader explanation of other things within the Bible. So, Mario, I interpret the Bible. My hermeneutic is not as limited as some would want it to be. So, Mario, I don't want to go down that road.
All right.
I was talking about people stay with me because I have something I really, really want to say. So stay with me.
Right.
I was talking about my mother's this sermon.
Yes.
Which was entitled Who Really Cares About Our Woman? I merge, when I do sermons, I merge, like I said, hermeneutics, eisegesis, exegesis, and social and contemporary realities. I merge all of these into the sermons that we do here at Kingston Baptist Church. You can always sample them by going to our website, our YouTube page, or just listening every Sunday morning at 10 o'clock when we do this. But this particular one, I started out in a way that probably is going to be unique. You're not going to hear this in a lot of churches here in St. Vincent. I started out by singing, what's his name? Shaggy. Shaggy, Strength of a Woman. Strength of a Woman. So I got two lines with, and the whole congregation, Jill, like I said, you know how people. So the whole congregation started doing the Strength of a Woman thing. But they didn't know where I was leading with that, Mario. Because Shaggy is lauding, and I'm glad those of you in your cars, in your home, just listen up, in your offices, listen up. I'm talking women. Shaggy was lauding the strength of a woman. She put a smile upon your face. Take you to another place, Mario. Strength of a woman. So after I got that down, and there was a reason method behind my madness, right? After I got them thinking strength of a woman, I got that point sold, strength of a woman. And it's because of this whole notion of the strength of a woman that we take them for granted. That we don't really appreciate their Herculean task because she's strong. Strength of a woman. We don't really put a value on their matrifocality. In terms of, they basically not only carry our homes, but they carry our schools, they carry our workplaces, they carry our society on their shoulders. Strength of a woman. But because we have this notion that typically and perennially women are strong, so we don't understand their vulnerabilities, their hurts, their pain that they also carry. Strength of a woman. The other song, like I said, interesting sermon. Mary, you should, even if you don't listen to sermons, listen to the sermons from KBC. The other song that I quoted and sang, and I couldn't get them to stop singing this one. In fact, they came back at the end of the service and sang it. She's royal, so royal. That's
Taurus Riley.
Yeah, Shady, you with me there, boy? I know you all not playing reggae. I know you all not playing them things, boy. You all on the soca train or so.
That's right.
Whatever you guys are.
Flight 106.
Oh,
yes,
gosh.
man.
Why did I have to segue that? Yeah, so we did the Taurus Riley because, the appreciation of a woman, that she is royal. Royal. And I see all of this against the fabric. Because that's only the tiny dot against the wider fabric of how women are underappreciated and treated. So in that sermon, having laid the platform with the strength of a woman, and I sold that. And then I also wove into that the whole idea that women are royal. I want her in my life. I never knew anyone so one of a kind. That kind of oh God, don't tell me I need to work on my singing now.
No.
What I did in that sermon, and again, don't think that I am missing the eisegesis and the exegesis of scripture. Don't think I was missing that. But I was relating it and unpacking some of the things related to the struggles of a woman in our society. I talked about her physical struggles, the amenities of home and all of that, her own health that is at risk as she's stressed out, dealing with household life. I talked about other things that we fail to appreciate because strength of a woman, her financial, Mario, Maybe it's because of my position as a counselor that I get to hear the voluminous accounts of a woman's financial struggles, but I hear them. The social issues related to women. Like I said, I'm going to sit with the National Council of Women in just a few minutes and do this press conference, but I'm intimately aware of the social issues and spiritual issues. It's a lot. So while we laud with Shady, strength of a woman, and while we sing along with Taras Riley, she's royal, in the lived out reality, of our Vincentian women and Caribbean women, we don't really appreciate the struggles of how amazing our women are. How we need to praise our women. Like Jill. Shady, the woman in your life, right? Woman in your life, man. How we need to be supportive of our women and honor them. When I sit back and I think, I'm not talking about well-placed women in the society, which might be in the minority. I'm talking about our average Vincentian woman in a matrifocal home, the woman with 2 or 3 children, the woman that has not had a university education, although that is changing. More and more women are having university education. When I think of women who carry this society, we are not talking about 1 or 2 handful of professionals. We are talking about the majority of people within a particular income range, that within with a particular educational background that might have some deficits there. We're talking about women who don't have fancy homes and all of that, but they carry this society. They are very vulnerable. They are very exposed because they are involved in, and people say, like, when you carry a child or when you carry an infant, and you see this in the animal kingdom too, you expose yourself to attack. You expose yourself to so many things because you are so protective. And the maternal instinct is so protective that in doing their due, women are exposed to a lot. Mario, which is why I am incensed, and you all have to bear with me. Let me see my time. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up. Which is why I am so incensed. And don't get angry at me, people. I know you have a tendency sometimes to get angry at me, but don't get angry at me. Because against the backdrop where I am seeing the matrifocality of the woman, running the homes, taking care of so many things, being so axial to our society, one of the main medium among the media of promoting values songs, which I've talked about, the power of song, which is why we sing things. Every ad is a song practically. Everything on Sesame Street is a song. When we want to teach, we use songs, and our songs are teaching the wrong message about women.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Our songs don't emphasize the things that I've been talking about this morning. There are a few songs that are going to be in the genre of Taras Riley, She's Royal, or Shaggy, Strength of a Woman. The normal fare of songs that I hear on all media, we talk about, what do we talk about? Everything is about shake up, shake up, shake up, as if that's all a woman is for, to shake up her body. Walk up, walk up. You listen to your songs. Go to the parties, go to the clubs, because I don't, but I hear them. Every day, walk up. So a woman is walk up. Then I heard this one, push back. You push back your bumper. Cheese and bread. You push back your bumper. You shake every song coming. Listen, the preponderance of songs that are going to be coming out this year again, they're going to talk about waistline. Mary, they're going to talk about waistline. They're going to talk about rum. They're going to talk about bumper. They're going to talk about all of these things. And what is not just that they present this image of woman that is one-sided, as if this is what we are to appreciate about women. And when we emphasize this physical aspect of women, their sexuality and their rump and their waistline and their walking up, we diminish the real value and quality of a woman, of what she's really putting on the table. We bring it down to what she looks like. and the use of our body. And when you start selling that message to society, you are going down a wrong path. And furthermore, and even if you say creative license, furthermore, I'm telling you, because I've been a lecturer for years, I've marked many papers. In fact, when I was doing my graduate studies, I was the grader for my professor. So I grade all the papers. I was a tough grader. All my students will tell you that. And if these things came to me for grading, I give them close to a 0. You know why, Mario? Because within a creative industry, that represents to me an absolute lack of creativity. The fact that I could predict that the next song that is going to come out next week and the week after that is going to talk about rum, shake up, walk up, bumper, waistline, this, that, or rum and tumble down. Where's the creativity in that?
I'm not just saying this because I'm a woman. I absolutely agree.
Yeah, no, I totally hear what you're saying, and I understand. But
we need to put a woman in a different place. And I don't know the songs. I don't know. I mean, I know there are people out there who don't like what I'm saying, and they're not going to agree. But oh gosh, can't we highlight and say and promote a better image of women? And maybe if we valued women more, maybe our children will learn to respect them. I see the smallest of boys. I see the videos whining down to these songs and carry on. But mentally, while he's dancing, he's forming a picture of what women are supposed to be. So when we sell this to little boys, who you think will happen 10 years when they grow up? They're going to have a warped and denuded view of women. Denuded, got it out, view of women. It's not right. And then what we're going to do now, when we see women treated like property or garbage or objects and discarded, and then we could even cut them in pieces like meat and throw them out. When we see this, we say, oh Lord, how did this happen? It is happening right in our homes. Women and the view of women is being denuded. We got to start building image, creating narratives. Creating some artists, guys, you're powerful. I don't want to call names, guys. You're powerful out there. Do like Shaggy and Tara's, right? Do like them, and just in this milieu that we are in, where women feel like they're under the gun. Help the cause of the woman by promoting more positive narratives and songs and lyrics about women, please. I will applaud you. And you would have contributed to the betterment of the status of our women. I'm out of time, Mario. I have so much more to say, but can't say it all one day. I'm out of time.
All right, Doc. Thank you so much for your commentary. I can't add to that.
For real.
I can't.
There's
Thank
no
you
need
so
to.
much.
All right, take care, guys.
All right, see you tomorrow.
And good to be back in visual like this.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes.
All right.
Keep it like that. I will call you after your press conference.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, yeah. All right, take care, bye.
All right, my friend. Take it easy.
That was a lot to take in, and I loved it. I agreed so much with most of what I heard, and I just want to applaud Pastor Richards for this. This is something he does. He uses a lot of big words, and I don't mind it, whether I know it or not. You know, it's appreciated because it sends you to the dictionary. It helps you to expand your vocabulary, and I really love that. You know who else is that? The Prime Minister.
Yeah,
and that's something I appreciate about him. He has sent me to the dictionary on numerous occasions. And to those of you who do not know what matrifocal means, it's simply a term, a female or mother-centered family. And my memory was refreshed due to doing homework with my children. Just putting that out there. See why? That's why it helps to get involved. All you guys on our feed, thank you so much.
I shouldn't take it for granted that everybody knows what matrifocal is.
Yes, definitely.
Maybe I should have asked Pastor to explain it, or said, hey, for those that don't know, this is what matrifocal is.
But you know, it's a good thing too. Like I said, it sends you in either Google or your dictionary, and it's good. It keeps the brain going.
Yeah, the synapse is firing.
Exactly. You know, and we do have a part to play, you know, in terms of how we influences the outlook of women. Very, 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 very true. We really do.
Someone said to listen to Mad Government. I've never listened to so much rubbish. Oh gosh, hey, you know what? On that note, Mad Government, Jenna.
All you guys on the WhatsApp and our Facebook, blessed love to you. Enjoy what's left of your day. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for your comments.
Thank you. Callers, Facebook,
definitely.
WhatsApp, everybody. Thank you guys.
Okay.
I know you
We're
want
out
to
of time.
take it.
We're out of time. We can't take that call. Let's go.
We gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Soca Team Boom, we would like to welcome you on board Flight 106.